And welcome back. Episode 5. Who would have thunk that we would be able to consist with the D&D streams and get to episode 5? Unreal. I want to thank you all for returning back to the OneTapTales channel, where we are at campaign 1 of our homebrew campaign. Like I said, episode 5. Before we do jump into it, I want to thank our partners over at Razer for supporting the channel with bounties and all the advertisement we could ever thank. Again, Razer, one of the best in gaming and streaming software development. Go over to the store, get yourself something nice, and make sure you're going through the link that I've provided in our chat and under the stream so that you can help support the OneTapTales channel and get this thing rolling to something huge. But again, Razer, some of the best keyboards, mice, microphones. I've got them all. I'm currently on a Black Widow V3 right now, and retired the Razer Siren X a while back, but both of those are just absolutely stellar products. And go check out what's available now at razer.com. Also, our sponsor, Poggers Energy Drink Powder, the best and healthiest on the market. Zero sugar, all the taste. Currently still going through my soda pop collection. I've got 2 of them currently, but they've got new flavors like Banana Heaven. They've got the sour apple and watermelon, even the sleep powder. So if you're not there for energy and you want something that's going to put you to sleep, the sleep formula powders are great too. And like I said, zero sugar, so it's all the energy for you with none of the bad things inside of it. So get yourself some of this today. !poggers in the chat, and also using !OneTap when you check out to get 10% off of your next purchase and support the channel. I appreciate y'all. But that's all for the sponsorships and the partners. Let's go see how our friends are doing. Hello, friends.
Hello.
How art thou?
loving life.
Good.
We're loving it. We're living it.
Good, great, fantastic.
I love that. Well, let's get right back to where we were. So we started off the last session, leaving our safe haven in the trees to return back after a... was that where we left the trees, right? Was that the last session?
We got on a boat.
Yeah.
No, that was at the end of the last
So
session.
Yeah.
That was the end. That was the very end.
Yeah, so at the end of the session, you had met up with our good friend Lucky, or Lucius von Schnapp, the captain of a seaboat that was going to take you over to Scrimshaw Depths, known to be a criminal-like town on a small island off of the main continent. Oh, bit of note-checking there. But yes, during that time, you went on a mission to retrieve a cleric. Oh, 2 people just dropped out. Nice.
My whole Opera GX tracked a tantrum.
Nice. Here we go.
And so it begins.
It begins. Maybe you guys just don't watch the stream, hey? Just make it easier for your computers, because that's probably what it is.
I closed it.
Yeah, but I think those 2 are watching it.
I'm having no issues, and I've got the stream phone. Maybe it is the stream.
Yeah.
I can't even hear you.
Your household, just close down the stream, make it easier for yourselves, because yeah, it's tanking your internet, obviously.
Yeah.
Online D&D, everybody. Let's go. Living it and loving it.
Is my camera coming up for anyone?
No.
Nah, not at the moment. Not in the stream
God.
either. Yeah, once you join the video, it'll bring it back again.
Oh, wait. Oh.
It was on 5.
Oh, there's Steve. Is there a York coming through? 1 second.
There we go.
Just gotta grab yours.
Hands are away. Hands are behind my back.
All right, we really nailed this. Good start, everyone. Can everyone just a round of applause for the internet, right? Everyone, quickly give me a round of applause.
Holy shit!
Awesome.
Holy shit.
Is that gonna bring back York for me? Yes, it is.
Minimize that.
All right, York, you need to now sit back, get comfy, York. Thank you. I need to put you back in your square. Awesome. Hey, look, everybody. Round of applause. We made it back. Good job, everybody.
Everything's breaking.
As we were saying, so the start of the last stream, you guys went on a mission to retrieve a cleric of the Royal Guard that had arrived in.
Sorry.
You're good. In Stable Run. After a quick confrontation with a bugbear and a couple of goblins, you were able to bring back Nafala to the... Ilya back to the town where you guys went to have rest for the night. In the middle of the night, there was a tragic murder to the head of the military for the Royal Council, also the trainer of fighters, Tyra. During that time, when you approached the bodies, you did find that yous were immediately under the scope of you are the killers, you are the murderers, you are the common denominator here, you're new and everyone's dead. So after a bit of persuasion, a bit of investigation, you did find an infiltrated area on the walls right behind where Tyra was sleeping, and a note labeled, you took one of mine, I'll take one of yours, with T. Rathuda signed on it. You learned through connections that was Thul Rathuda, the son of a crime lord who had broken away from the family to start their own crime and investigation in Scrimshaw Depths, and were offered 500 gold by Odeus to go and take this person down while keeping on the low and not letting Virelia know your plans. That night, bit of confrontation between years. A certain snuggle went badly for one person, and a bit of information was, oh, he's gone again. There he's back again.
He's back again.
Lord Almighty. This is going to be a fun time. What is happening? Yeah, your internet is tanking at the moment.
Which I don't understand, because we're perfectly fine.
Well, apparently I'm not.
Give us a sec, everybody. Yeah, everyone's sort of in and out with the internet. There we go. Then we'll go with that. Loris, can you just look at the camera for a sec?
Oh,
There you go. Cool. I'll just make sure you hadn't
Sorry.
frozen. Nah, sweet as. All right.
Turn my phone off.
And from that, basically, you were told to make haste. You traveled down to the coast where you ran into the captain, Lucius von Schnapp, who is now successfully taking you across the seas. In which at that time, you guys rolled a very good survival roll. So it seems like it's calm sailing. But with the new knowledge of people wanting to go which way and whatnot, so it's going their own ways. Flasks of alcohol, snuggling, and certain weird appendage looking things. It's hard to see who you can trust and who you can't trust and what the end goal for everyone is. So now we arrive back at the ship. Now it seems like you've probably got a day's worth of travel on the sea. You start in the early mornings as you all embark and leave on your ways to travel to Scrimgeour Depths on this boat with Lucky. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I just want to explore the ship.
Yeah.
The first time I've sort of been out on the open sea, so I just want to see what it's all about, see what's going on above deck, below deck.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a very stereotypical pirate-looking ship, but sort of converted into a courier ship. So what you're probably seeing is like a very standard hull, few crates and barrels along the way on the top plank, and you do see on both sides these what look to be like antique cannons. Not sure if they still fire, if they're still in use, but still in space on there. They are moving slightly, so they're definitely not like grounded into the boat, but they are they look quite old and antique-y. Traveling over, you can see a large grate in the middle, which seems like it's for a bringing over large shippings for if obviously doing a large shipping where you can open it up and put some stuff in, which would be on the lower deck where people would put their cargo and whatnot. And to the back, it's just multi-layered. So as you get to the back side, the stairs go up to where the captain stays and is steering the ship at the wheel, at the helm, and below that is the captain's quarters. And you do remember that Lucius did say that below the deck there were bedrolls all laid out for if people were to sleep or stay.
So is it
Yeah, none of that.
hang out?
Get close to the mic.
What is the time of
What is the time of day? You're still cutting out, but time of day. Early morning, sort of like 9 to 10 o'clock ish. You did embark really early morning when you found Tyra, so you arrived at about 9 o'clock in the morning. So, the mist is still covering over a bit of the ocean. It's not quite warm enough yet that it's just a flat sea, few little waves, but yeah, early-ish morning.
I'm gonna go check out below the deck.
Yeah, cool.
See what's below the.
You're still coming in and out, by the way. You need to stuff around with you.
I'm gonna go. Fuck around with the settings.
That's good.
I'm gonna go below the deck.
Yeah, perfect. So you make way below the deck, and it's reasonably dark, but you do get the peering out lights that come through the grating, just so that you can obviously get a bit of scenery down there. There's a few barrels, a few crates, more towards the middle to the end of the cargo area. You can see some bedrolls that have been laid out, potentially used or recently used. You can see that some of them have obviously folded out, so it wasn't like they've been prepared for you. It's probably just something that stays there, and when obviously people are coming in and out, they're sort of staying there. But you can see 5 bedrolls, luckily enough the same as obviously your crew. But yeah, very dark, murky, couple of barrels, couple of boxes, and just some bedrolls down there. But yeah, used for cargo and the carrying of people in between places.
I am just gonna chill down there somewhere.
Yeah, get yourself cozy.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna chill down there somewhere.
Nestle in between the barrels.
Well, you have been told by Lucius you do have a day's worth of travel there, so you've probably got 13-ish hours on the sea. But from what you can see, it is clear and calm, so it doesn't seem like anything's going to get too in your way as you're traveling. So, resting might be an idea, or chatting between yous, or exploring Lucius. But yeah, it seems like you've got a pretty chill next half a day.
I think Jorg would be feeling really nostalgic, and he'd probably end up to everyone else it would seem almost out of character for him, but he would be just sitting on like the front of the boat, like where they all like usually pillar up. Like he'd just be sitting right where that starts and just staring out, completely silent, looking at everything.
With that, you actually have Lucius at the helm is just sort of humming away. Well, this isn't your first time on the ship. You've traveled sometimes on the water.
Yeah, I've had a few years on ships, so kind of just feel more at ease sitting here.
Und ist Sailor und pirates. What was your ways on the sea? I've had many travel within me. Some good, some bad, but all with a tale. What is your tale?
I had an air life at home and decided I'd set out on the seas, and just stumbled upon a pirate ship. Was the first vessel I had ever sailed upon, and I ended up moving between pirate ships, as some would get taken, some barely survive, and I just decided, screw it, I'll try adventuring on land next. And now I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic.
Ah, wunderbar. He's a pirate, but once the land, but back on the sea. Compelling. She's a mistress, no?
Oh yeah.
And what about the rest? The others look a bit queasy as he looks over at Bubbles. And Bubbles, you haven't really been on the ocean before, so this is a bit interesting for you. You've stuck to the trees and kept to nature's land base. So to be on a free-flowing, moving Earth is very weird for you.
Not good at all.
So what brought you to these crew? They are not sailors, no pirates. The holy man, the troublemaker. She's still got her fucking shackles on. She's not trying to hide that she's a bad girl. Und fairy, and then the cloaked one. Everyone's so secretive. But you, just on the ship. Ah, wunderbar. How?
Look, they say the best company get met in a bar, so trying to test that theory.
Oh, granted,
Lack
that's
of a
where
better
we met.
And
And
so,
now we're kind of stuck together.
well, stuck or happy, it can be seen in very, very different ways. What is your view? Are they your friends? He says this loud enough that he's trying to get some vocal following, just to see if he can stir it up a bit. He wants to know a bit more.
Your wait, okay, would Thief have snuck downstairs or just like gotten up and gone for a wander?
You've been staring at the ocean, my friend. So you've turned around. You haven't really. Give me an insight check for me to see if you
Insight.
really like actually thought about who you're staring. Like if you actually scan the deck to see if anyone's around, or if you're just talking.
I think that one. It is the right one. Why? I need my glasses, god damn it.
Where are they?
That is 19.
19. When you turned and to start talking to Lucky, you did kind of pick up that they weren't there. Like, not everyone is here at the moment. So you are aware that there's definitely a missing thief.
Who would be on deck?
Everyone else. Bubbles is sticking quite to the side because don't know if she's going to be sick or if she's just sort of admiring the... Oh, wait. Where are you, Bubbles?
Wasn't I downstairs because I was trying to investigate the potions?
What potions?
Oh, the bruise. That's
the
right.
Bruise.
Yeah.
The bruise.
Oh,
Because I it
That's
has
right.
6 ingredients. The method is the same as alcohol testing. Don't know the 6th ingredient, but I know the 5 and I don't know the ratio.
that's right. Yeah. So you went down. Okay. Yeah. So no, Bubbles is downstairs. That's right. Because you did like a downtime to figure out like what was it? You used a long rest to try to figure out it.
I think I used a short rest.
Short rest. There we go. So yeah, you're downstairs currently, just sort of like in a corner, like fiddling with things and tinkering with things, like a mad scientist spec, but like on the perspective of trying to detail the ingredients of these specific brews. And which one did you go with again?
The barbaric one.
The barbaric beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So sorry. Bubbles is downstairs. Thief is now stuck down there. Yeah, if Bubbles, if you're in there, you've definitely perceived that someone has entered. So whether you're trying to keep hidden or not is a whole different kettle of fish. But you're basically Loris, Alia, and Lucius are on deck.
Think I'd probably look at him and just point to Loris and be like, well, him and I are good friends. And then I'd point to Ali and be like, fucked if I know where we stand. And then out of the other two, one's an extortionist and one's just a dick. I'll let you pick which one's which.
Thief and Bubbles, give me a perception check because there is a giant grating in the middle of the ship to see if you picked it up, because you are talking across a ship, but you know the winds of the sea.
Screaming
Can I make
above the
them do
waves.
that with advantage because I'm saying it so loud, yelling across
Yeah,
the
if
ship?
you want to say that you're yelling this to really get this, yeah,
Oh,
cool. Give them
I'll
advantage.
take that advantage. I'll take that dirty 20 because of advantage.
Dirty 20, Thief.
I got a 12, so
12.
My first one was a 10.
Mumbly hears
I got
extortion.
a 7 and a 17.
So Bubbles, you definitely hear this conversation being had, and obviously just not the specifics to who he thinks who is, but definitely some bad words to two people that were downstairs. Thief, you kind of picked up that he was talking, but you don't really pay no mind. You're not really that interested in what people think about you.
It's fucking. There's nothing useful coming out of his mouth.
Yapper. That's a move.
just Japanese away.
Working up
But
the
yes.
appetite.
Lucius, so why travel if you don't have great relationship with each other? This is very confusing.
What are you talking about? Me and Yog are best of friends.
Just the absolute best.
Well, is your prerogative. You can do it whatever you like. Just saying though, there will be situations where you have to choose, and if you already know who you're going to choose, why are they with you at the start?
Well, the rest of them are warming up to us, or we're warming up to them. I'm sure they'll come around to our company.
And I believe your purpose is big scary. Are you the big scary?
I am the big scary. You're very perceptive.
Yeah, I've been told. I don't get the name Lucky for not being lucky. And what about you, curious one? The criminal, the bad girl. What is your deal? He sort of edges a little bit closer to the wheel and sort of like hunches over it and puts the hands on the top, not even steering the ship anymore.
Depends on who's asking.
One's the captain who can take you right back to the shore. It's just a bit of chitter chatter. Nothing so scary. We're on the sea. The sea is full of secrets, and the secrets stay at sea.
I think Yorg would shoot a glance at Alia like, fucking come up with bullshit if you have to.
He would glare absolute fucking daggers at back. And then look at Lucky and be like, yeah. I have what?
Can you lift your mic up to your mouth a bit more?
Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry.
Don't worry, this ain't no PG stream. You're good.
Don't fucking swear in my stream.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. I'm only
swearing in my mic whatever.
I'm only doing German stereotypes right here, but you know, swearing shit.
How much of that did you all catch?
We heard she
Oh, okay, cool. So, I would have glared daggers back at Yorg because Yorg's pissed her off. And then she'd look over at Lucky and say, you know, I'd like to keep my secrets to myself. You never know who is. Fuck.
And this is great. You don't like each other. You can't tell each other secrets. Well, you're all gonna die at Scrimjaw. It's going to be wunderbar.
Yeah.
This one will turn their back, and this one will steal from that one, and this one will stab that one, and the downstairs ones will just kill you all. This is wunderbar. Great. I think you need to figure out who and why you trust each other. Or kill each other. I don't know. I'm just going to steer the ship and let everything happen as is. And he just sort of fades back and just with a smile just a little bit bigger than it was before.
Hey, Lucky.
Yeah.
How many times have you made your the venture to Scrimjaw? Is there much you can tell us about it?
Very little. These travels there is scary enough because very long, but why was that Christopher Walken? But
it's very long.
And when you get there is one dock, and if the wrong person's at that dock, we could be running into trouble. So I try to veer away and stay in my lane, do courier around the continent, but I've done a few travels back and forth, dropping off those that will pay and be quiet and once they're word. But I've done a couple. Scrimshaw is, once we hit the docks, is probably west of the docks for a few hours. Is rustic. It's built from what they could find, bits of cobblestone, tin, just plain sheet. But it holds together. I don't know how it continues to flourish how it does, because it is a working town, and there's a pub, there's a crooked bank. It's an interesting place. I've heard the tales, but I dare not venture into there. And I hear there's a very mysterious fellow that runs the place that only goes by a letter per day. Does not have a name that we are aware of. just picks a letter every day, and that is their name for the day.
They
Un-
have a letter. That's interesting.
Yeah, their identity is kept very secret. And yeah, the rest of the island I haven't traveled. Again, you take steps there, you don't know which one's your last. But that is why I charge so much to take you.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Wait, so when you say there's a different person, depending on who's at the dock, is whether or not we're going to be able to actually dock there, I guess.
And it's all about timing. There might be no one. There might be a whole family of criminals. There might be mischievous people in the docks waiting for someone to come off and then to steal their things. And sometimes they're just a puppy. Who knows?
Okay.
But
I want
Yeah.
a puppy.
Well, thank you for the heads up. Anyway, we'll be extra vigilant, I guess, when we do depart.
good. This is good because I will drop you off and I'm gone. Unless you pony up more gold, I may stay a little bit longer. I'm always for the gold. Oh, well, how long are you staying on the island? I'll give you 2 days for 50 gold. 1 day, 25 gold. Any longer than that, I am gone like the wind.
Lucky, do you mind if I have a quick talk with my colleagues about
Bit-
the prospect of you staying a little bit longer?
We are talking now. Why so many secrets? Oh my gosh! The group can't speak to the air or the wind.
Oh.
We are at
Oh.
sea.
I'll be honest, I need to go get my negotiator.
Negotiations. They are the worst. Go on, get the negotiator while I steer the fucking boat. You can see the face drop. He just goes to.
Well, as I'm walking away to go downstairs, I hold up the bottle of rum and say, "This is a little bit of a sweetener," and then just put it back in my coat pocket.
The eyes widen. Of rum. There's not been very much rum on these boats. It is a sweetener. Wunderbar!
I like a happy lucky. And then I head downstairs and I try and find Bubbles.
Bubbles, are you keeping yourself hidden?
No.
Did you overhear any of the conversation? Like, I wasn't talking quietly or anything. With her dirty 20, would she have overheard?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
I feel it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bubbles, but you're an eavesdropper.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. The minute you perceived you were insulted, you were like, I cannot let this conversation go away without knowing everything.
She wants blackmail.
Well, don't assume.
Right, well, I make my way down. I go, hey, Bubbles. So,
Hey, what's up?
I don't know if you heard much of the conversation we just had. Obviously, if Lucky leaves, we're going to be stuck on this island trying to find a way off.
Right.
Yeah, he has suggested that he might be able to stick around for a fee.
Okay.
I'm just wondering. If you
Yeah, let me add
are-
up. Let's go.
Awesome, thank you so much.
No fucking around.
Not going straight upstairs.
Oh, it's the one that can pop. The bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. You're the negotiator.
Yeah, with the prince.
Hilarious. Straight to no fun. And 1 day, 25 gold. And 2 days, 50 gold. And 3 days, your heads are on pikes.
Hey, Jorg. What's the normal payment that you get for any sort of sailing job?
Rum and gold.
Sailor.
Yeah.
Sailor. Sailor.
Like, much gold on average would you say?
Oh, I'd say him offering 25 a day is pretty steep.
He just shoots you a look,
hear that.
just like we were supposed to be friends.
I just slowly raise him to him.
Ah.
My associate here says it's pretty steep, so yeah, we're not gonna pay that, and I'll spread the word.
Is this the extortionist, York, that you spoke of before?
I take my money very seriously.
Negotiator. I sort of
Look.
prompt.
You make your own opinions, Lucky. That's not for me to sway.
What is your price?
I'll do 20 for 1 day, and I'll do 40 for 2 days.
Make a persuasion check, and I'm gonna do something.
Mitchell, these dice were the best dice I've ever bought in my entire life. I gotta look at dirty 20.
A dirty
I'm
20?
not using any other dice ever again.
He looks, yes. And we have a deal on one clause. And I need you to make a strength check for me. A strength save, sorry. As Lucky grabs the wheel and just reefs it left, sending you flying if you fail the strength check.
Thank
16.
fuck, I'm underground.
How much?
Under the
16.
That was the DC. He reefs the boat, trying to launch you specifically as you've come to obviously just outside the stairs, which puts you next to the railing. And you grit down for the second as the boat sharply turns, wanting to send you flying. You just grit down. And that was the clause that should stay on the boat. Fuck! And 2040. This is a deal. You couldn't go fucking flying, could you?
Are we gonna have issues where you try and pull that little stunt again? Is that like your whole stick?
This was just a bit of fun. You make the negotiations boring as fuck.
I take my money very seriously, alright?
Yeah, I take my boats very seriously and having fun very seriously.
Evidently not if you're just trying to tilt everyone over.
Since you could catch back up, the boat is not fast.
Yeah, what about the rest of them? Just because I caught myself doesn't mean the rest of them will.
The bubbles just pissed me off. A fucking different name.
Womp womp.
Well, negotiations went very fucking well for your side. You didn't get overboard and you got your wish 2040. I'll say the fucking docks. But the minute it hits day 2 and you're not on the boat, I'm fucking off.
Alright. And then I'm just gonna go back downstairs.
As you walk down, he looks over to you, Jorgen. She's quite fun, little firecracker.
I pull out the bottle of rum. I gesture it to Lucky. I go, see, I told you you'd enjoy that.
Ah, now this is the one I really like. Wunderbar, come up here.
I make my way up and I just, holding out the bottle of rum. Is there somewhere you want me to put it?
He goes to grab it out of your hand immediately. Are you contesting it? Nope. He gets it. Up. Gone. The whole bottle immediately.
Oh. My bottle of rum.
Yeah. He downs it. And that was very good rum. This is good. This is going to be fun. As he sort of wobbles a little bit now as he's steering. So sailor boys, pirate boys, whatever your fucking name is, sing us a fucking song or something from the seas. I would love one. Surely you have a shanty or some shit you could sing for the rest of us.
I think Yorg could just throw his hands up at this point and be like, nah, I'm checking out. Bedtime for me. And just like mosey on down the stairs.
What fucking kind of pirate are you to turn down a shanty and some rum? Well, not rum, but a shanty. Fuck. What about you, big and scary? You got a song on you?
Oh, we were never taught to sing where I grew up.
Fucking hell.
On the road.
He just hears the. I said the firecracker is fun. Wunderbar. What about you, Krim?
Nope, nothing.
Ah, fucking. It's like he already gets a hangover before even like finishing his drink. He's just like, fucking. The rest of the guys I pick up all want to sing and dance and jump around and wants to have a great time. No, he doesn't have a hangover. He's just like the amount of disappointment has got him just very over it. Plus, also, you're back downstairs.
Okay, well, hangover. Wake up in the morning, it's like my specialty.
You're downstairs. Stop metagaming.
You hear the whole conversation because there's a loud grate.
No, you wait. You came up. You're going back downstairs. You can do another perception check if you want to keep listening. You shut off after you won your negotiation. But nonetheless, you guys walk downstairs and leave the captain on the top. Now, in this time, you've probably still got another 8 hours if you wanted to take a long rest.
Yes, please. I'm hog shoeing.
I think that might be a good idea. It's coming up to like, 8 hours before we expect to depart.
Yeah.
I think I just turned the luck and go, well, I think it might be time for we turn in. Or some of us at least. I think there's one of them down there that's a bit of a night owl.
All right. So from here, whoever's taking a long rest, please replenish your health, replenish your hit dice, and anything else that needs to be replenished as part of your long rest. Those that are not, obviously don't. But yeah. But yeah, as the day goes, you all hunker down there. There's actually a nice tarpaulin that you pull across, and you can actually put over the grate to cover it up, so you can block out the sun. And with this easy, steady waves, it's just very calming, very relaxing as you sort of rock to it, and then some of you rest. Thief, you only need 4 hours, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So you go into your meditative state, I'm pretty sure. It's like a meditative state.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So you sort of like put yourself in the corner in the meditative state. With obviously some prior situations, you tuck yourself really close in, cloaking as much of you as possible, and keep yourself very well away, but also very perceptive to the surroundings. And the rest of you can choose how you'd like to bunk. There's a bunch of bed rolls, or if you want to put yourselves in corners or hide in barrels. There are many different ways you can relax for the next 4 to 8 hours. But
I think I grab a bedroll and I sort of drag it into the bigger opening, just because 8 feet.
Yep. Big.
Mm-hmm. Head sort of sits over one side of the bedroll, feet hanging off the edge.
Mm.
I think Yorg would again, very uncharacteristic. He would find a secluded corner, just along straight in.
Yeah. So you put yourself right on the edge of the bedroll, just away from everyone, sort of keeping to yourself.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, Bubbles, I would still say, even though you took a short rest to do your tinkering with the ales, I would still say you have enough time to take a long rest if needed.
Huge.
And then same with Aaliyah, can take. Here it is. But yeah, the day goes by. You arrive. You perceive to slow down as a bunch of you awaken. Thief already been awake for a little while, just sort of keeping to himself. It is dark, but you do see what seems to be land, with a great light from a westernmost corner of the island, and then the rest of it quite like as if the sun had set maybe half an hour ago, and a few torches are lit at the end of what seems to be a jetty, but no people there. Vakey, we're here.
All right, everybody up. We need to be vigilant. So, Lucky, did you get yourself some sleep?
Did you think the ship will fucking steer itself? No. Been up here humming for hours and hours. Well, are you just staying on the boat? Did we travel the ocean just for me to fucking sit here for you to just talk to me now? Fucking so confusing.
Have we actually docked yet?
You basically like pulling up now. He's about to launch anchor and put out a walking board to get to the jetty. You can see that he is from. Actually, give me an insight check.
Insight 17.
17. You can sort of tell by like his demeanor and all that one, without having like buddies to like talk to and have a chat to, or is the characteristics you guys put forward seemed like it was going to entertain him for the whole time, and the fact you all went to bed and also butted him for lower money, he's pissed. He's quite upset, and he's probably already weared off the alcohol, and is not feeling great. So he's sort of just like kind of over you guys already.
Alright, guys.
Sorry.
So I was just gonna suggest to the group that we should probably try and make our way off the boat. Lucky, when we make our way back, I'm gonna grab you another bottle of rum. How's that sound?
This will make me much more happy. You may have a happy Lucky when you return. But for now, until you bring me the fucking rum, we are mortal enemies.
Yeah,
Are you kidding? You just fucking suck.
I think as Yorg started approaching to exit the boat, he'd pat Lucky on the shoulder, while he was trying to lay the plank out and whatever. He'd put one hand on his shoulder and go, "Look, at least we're getting some action," and then just proceed to keep walking.
You remember he's a halfling, so he's like down at your hip.
At least we're getting some action.
Makes it any better.
He just
like
sort of
meme, how not to talk to small people.
Yeah.
How to talk to small people.
He just glares at you. Once I had such hopes for you. Fuck off.
Seems like you have about as much tolerance for banter as you do millimeters in height. And
I start pushing your. Let's go. We'll see you in 2 days.
Yeah, so he rolled a 3, so you're lucky as he tries to boot you down the ramp. But he kicks the back of your calf, and you're just like, what?
So I'm not a bard, but could that be a vicious mockery?
He takes 1d8 personal damage. Well, get off. Oh, yep.
If I were to want to do a good gesture, like paying him half now, half later, how would I ensure that he would come back, or wouldn't just leave because I paid him half? Would that be a check of any sort?
Give me an insight check. So you say you're gonna offer him half of what?
As
So
I'm walking off, I wanted to be able to give him 20 gold now, and then when we come back, give him the other gold when we leave.
yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh. these are the best dice I've ever had in my entire life. What the fuck is this? That's a fucking natural 20.
Natural 20. Let's go.
I don't want it anymore. It's too good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You offer the money, and there's a bit of shock in his eyes when you first offer it. You see that trust isn't a thing that he sees a lot. Again, he's just a courier. He delivers packages or delivers people, and usually the people he deals with are either like rich folk that just like say get it there and get it done and come back, I'll give you the money, or criminals trying to get over to places they're not supposed to. Like the sea is not for the noble, the sea is for the rugged. So to see a gesture of trust, it kind of shocks him at first, but you get the feeling that even though he's a bit of a shit stirrer, he's honorable, as he sort of hesitates to take the money even though you're offering it, and even though it's money, he hesitates to take it at first, which gives you the understanding that he might actually be honorable enough to honor these words.
Okay, all right. Well,
What is this? This job is not done. Why offer the
half now. Half when we get back, as like a thank you, you know, as like you did us a huge solid, and we appreciate it. You dealt with my negotiation, so.
This is well, I will accept. Danke.
I just walk away.
Dankeschön. I shouldn't do that while I'm raising my arm like that.
As a German Jewish descent, I might need to go to bed.
And good night, everyone. OneTapTurrells has come to an end. Yeah, just shouts thank you as much as possible. And just you do look back, and he's still sort of puzzled, looking at the gold in his hand, just very estranged, but by your kind gesture. But as you do move away from the jetty, it is dark, so you do lose sight of the ship. You do hear one more yell. I will circle around. I cannot stay at the jetty. When you come back, provide me some source of light, or if it is light, some sort of sound, so I can bring myself back in. I can't stay at the docks, but I will be here for you. That is a promise.
That's good. Keep arguing.
Thank you, Lucky.
Beta. That's your welcome in German.
What do we see on the dock as we're walking our way up it?
Very little. It's just a very raggedy deck with like 2 or 3 torches aligned in it, because there is expectations for courier ships, people to be coming in, little rowboats with criminals that are just escaping the mainland. So they'll go out and light the jetty. Luckily, you had a good roll. That jetty could have been disastrous, but not too much to the jetty. And then you just see paths at the end. One going directly west and one going directly straight.
Alright, what is straight?
What is straight?
Is it north?
It's a straight line.
Straight would be
Straight is where it doesn't curve. It's straight. And straight would be
Straight
south.
is a parallel line.
Yeah. Parallel. Yeah, no. So you are traveling southward, but then the western side is where you've seen the lights.
So does anyone remember where we're meant to meet up with the contact?
Who would like to give me a history check to see if you remember? All right, Jorg's got his hand out. Let's get it, Jorg.
Mhm. That's a 10.
10?
Oh, fuck me.
10's not too bad. Like 10's middle of the road, so you can't really get too bad. You think back. You don't really listen a lot of the time, but you do think back a little bit. It was near the city, somewhere about an hour out from the gate. which side of the gate, you don't know. Like which, like western, northern, southern, eastern, you have no idea. But about an hour's away from Scrimjaw, and from what you could gauge from the jetty and the lights, it's probably about a 3-hour trek from the jetty, which will put you into the middle of the night. Also, if anyone's got exhaustion, clear that. I don't remember if I've given anyone exhaustion.
I don't think so. Not yet.
So what are we doing?
What are we thinking?
Would I
We huddle up.
know the direction of the city? Because I'm guessing there's no like indication where it is.
Oh, you all know it's west.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because when
My
you were
bad.
cruising up, there was a massive light off to the western side. Nothing else to the island that you
Okay.
can see. So you would imagine if there's a massive light, it's probably because there's civilization or people.
My bad, Pimp.
You good? You good, G? Now get that money. Keep that pip ass strong, yeah? Shit.
All right, guys. Do we want to head up this road that goes into a direction that we have no idea what's going to be at the end of it, or are we going to head straight for the town?
I'm going not towards the town. Is my vote.
The little,
Going
little
uptown.
I'm going no town.
We got one for south. I think we might. Well, my vote's for south as well.
Town would be safe. More people.
There's a pub. We could go to the pub and ask for directions if you guys are worried about it.
The pub is in town. Yeah.
Yes,
The-
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the way Lucky described it, basically the only civilization that's known to be on this island is at Scrimjaw. Like, the island itself was not populated until Scrimjaw was created, because basically this is a runaway island. So
Makes me more
what
curious.
what
Why?
lurks in the dark, you don't know. And it is now getting to a point where some of you without dark vision are not going to be able to see very well.
I got a lamp.
Do you turn on your lamp?
If it's dark, hell yeah, I turn on my lamp.
All right. So I think that's 30 feet well lit, and then 60 feet dim lit.
Dim, yeah.
Yeah. Dim sim.
Carl
Yo-
instantly roll a strength save.
Yeah. Everyone roll a wisdom save for me. No. It's always wisdom. If you hear wisdom save, just cry.
What are you thinking, Yorg?
I reckon. I reckon we split into 2 teams for this
No.
and send the
No.
easiest to hide people in to do a little bit of scouting first,
We are not
because
splitting
I
up.
don't like any of this place.
We are not splitting up. That will get us killed. Trust me. Trust me.
And you think this walking Goliath person's gonna actually help us in not dying?
Yes.
You sort of beat my shit like, look at me, man.
Mm,
You're
I-
also a walking target.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
people
ya.
avoid targets if they're dangerous.
And you're just like full on, just like
Mm.
face palms, like clearly Loris not quite understanding. I think that'd be well and truly Yorg's take on the situation.
I'm just saying. From what
Well,
I've
York.
heard, it would probably be better if we stay together, no matter what we do. Because
How
safety in
about
numbers.
this? If I'm walking ahead, I'm obviously going to be a distraction. Those people in the shadows will be less visible.
Touche.
Got me by the ball.
Come, my friend. Let's see what's down this south road.
Done.
Do you go
South
exploring
is-
the south road?
By the sounds of it, we do.
Yeah.
Who is helming this? Who is
I'm
helming
sticking to
the
I'm
front?
sticking to the shadows.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I think
Okay, well, if we don't want to do it, we could just go to the pub. Since everyone else sounds so freaking against it. We just go to the pub instead. Leave at
Well,
the butt
regardless-
crack of dawn.
Regardless, I'm not leading, so.
I think Yorg would start walking ahead.
You're gonna helmet?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a survival check for me.
Compete's big guy.
Maybe we should give Chris that green dice instead, actually.
Yeah, quickly run it down to the other side of the house, please.
Yeah, real quick.
That was survival, wasn't it? That's
Mhm.
10.
A 10. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
Hot.
me.
Love when the DM goes, give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
You just happen to stumble across a Tarask.
Yeah. Hey, you know this BBEG you guys have been looking for?
It's
Suddenly
actually
Griffin.
booby trapped.
Oh, don't remind me. Bloody booby trap.
Yeah, you know Stool, the guy you're looking for? Yeah, he's actually just gonna jump out and murder you.
So
Insecure.
you guys start making your way down this road. Very dark, very quiet. Not too much to start off with. You traveling for about hour, 2 hours. Not really getting anywhere until you start to see remains of what looked to be ships, airships, like war machines, a lot of rust and metal, like a airship graveyard, you could even say. You know, you're walking through and you're seeing like big shards of tin and, you know, like wings and jet engines and all that. And it's really quiet, really dark. And you hear, and then you hear like the grazing sound of steel on steel. It's starting to get a little bit louder. You start to look around, you see glimmers, a reflection of light off of surfaces as they skitter in the shadows. What are you doing?
Instantly pulling out my sword, getting ready. Who goes there?
You can't see anything just yet, but you can hear the skittering coming at you fast.
Does anyone with night vision see them?
No.
I just dropped down my massive goggle. And, could I roll? I don't know if this would be a perception check because I have dark vision at 60 feet.
Well-
Dark vision at 120 foot.
Well, both of you see as you reach to like the furthest distance you can reach. Alia, you can see him quite easily. You're just seeing them come into periphery. Are 3 large metal-looking beetles running at you full force. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative for me.
and all you hear from
Had
York
to be the
is,
Metal Beatles.
fuck.
No.
It only gives good rolls.
Right, hand it over.
I might actually have to give it to you. Mitchell, I told Mitchell to roll it. He rolled his other dice for his initiative, but I told him to roll it just to roll it, and he got a 16.
Not me.
Don't worry, guys. I didn't roll a nat 1 for initiative again.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
Doesn't
This is
look
the
like
second
something else did,
initiative.
though.
This is the second initiative that I didn't roll a nat 1. Huge, I know.
5F. We got
Yeah,
a good
it's
ratio
only
going here.
Took 5 sessions, but here we are. I've done it.
And another 5 sessions, you'll be rolling nothing but nat.
Yeah.
don't jinx her.
All right, I'll be right back.
All I can picture is that one Simpsons meme where the kid's sitting in the back of the bus. I'm in danger! Oh wait, this is the perfect time to make it alcoholic.
Do it.
I'm going to feel it. I'm you.
Oh, what was your? Oh. Yeah, what was your initiatives? I guess before you run off.
Yeah, I haven't collected initiative yet.
Oh,
Hold on,
never mind
sorry.
then.
Not nat 1.
Oh, I got trapped. Oh, no, you. Oh, really? Oh. Can you bring me a JD, please, baby?
It's the ground.
Sorry, that was really hard. Well, do you want the rest of my...
Yeah, fuck it. So, somewhere. Ah,
Good?
yeah. Getting really sleepy. Extra. Well, shit.
Well, shit. Here we
I
go
had enough
again.
one drink.
I
I
So-
might have to start.
bitch, I paid for those. You ain't stealing shit.
All right, so 25 to 20.
Me.
What'd you get?
Oh, no. No. Hang on. No.
All right, 19
Fuck
to
up, Matt.
15.
Me.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got 18.
Loris?
16.
16. 14 to 10. Really? All right. 10 to 5. 9 to 5.
That's me.
That is
What'd
also
you
me.
That's me.
All right, what do we get?
I got a 5.
I got a 5 as well.
Hey,
Steve?
listen, all I said is I didn't roll nat 1.
I got a 6.
6. All right, Jorg, what's your dex?
My modifier is 0.
Yeah.
Nada.
Nada. What about you, Bubbles?
+2.
+2. All right, Bubbles at 5.5. Yorg at 5. All right. As you see in front of you, now they are all the same creature, just don't have the same 3 of the same mini. You do see, well, to the eyes that can see up to 60 meters of dark vision, these gold rusted metallic cockroach looking things, sharp to the touch, running at you guys, about 50 feet away currently. And we are Elia with Loris on deck.
Write it down. Can I? What do you want if I use my bow and like one of things?
Sorry.
You can step to the side and then use your bow.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe step to the side and like use my crossbow then.
Hmm. Do you want to step to the side and use your crossbow?
Yeah, I just don't want to get any of the main of our party with.
Yeah. I got ya.
Hurt anyone.
So you step to the. Well, you're actually up front. So.
Oh yeah, so I don't really need.
No. So yeah, you shoot. You want to shoot your crossbow?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Give me an attack roll.
That's a 13.
A
That ain't
13. A 13 just misses as you run up the bow. Swing. You can see as it reaches through, it just sort of hits one of the bugs and ding, as the arrow goes flying away. Arrow hits the most response. Yeah. So unfortunately, that does mean it has missed.
Cool. Kill. Yeah.
You staying where you are?
Yeah, I ain't gonna do much more than that.
Cool. That's your turn, Loris. You are up with. Yep.
Okay.
You're up.
And I have very limited vision at the moment, so all I can see is like dimly lit. Yeah.
Yes. Dimly lit at 60 because of the. Oh, you can.
have,
you have enough to be able to see them.
All right. I'm gonna throw a javelin at the closest one in front of me, so the one on the left.
Yep. Beautiful. Give me an attack roll.
Plus modifier, so that's 24.
That definitely hits. Roll damage for me.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Big hit. So you rear up this this javelin. You sort of like can't really get an eye on it, but you throw true, getting right in between some of the coated like rustic goldish metal plates and just sticking out of it. It gets that. Yeah, that did some pretty substantial damage. It is
now
bloody.
slowed.
It is now slowed. Okay, cool. Good to know. That is. And is there anything you would like to do with your turn?
No, that's everything.
That's
Otherwise,
everything.
yeah. Guys, it's bugs. Squish them.
Cool. So that is your turn. Moves on to one of the rust monsters.
Talking.
Cool. So rust monster in the middle. Sprints through. Seeing that you just chucked a javelin his way, but hit his friend. I hate that I'm not very good at pulling him back over. There we go. He's going to charge at you. And he's going to make some attacks. So, the first thing to do, it is going to make a bite attack at you. Does a 19 hit? Just hits. All right. That will be 3 points of piercing damage as this thing just this little fucking teeth just sticks inside of you into your leg. You can feel like, again, it feels like rusted metal just sort of piercing into your leg. Then it is going to attack with its antennae. So rust monster targets one metal object, so it's going to attack at your armor. You need to do a dex save for me.
Oh, that's 9.
9.
Yep.
So the first one, it uses its antenna and grabs around the metal, and you can just feel the corrosion as it starts to melt and destroy your armor, and you are now down 1 AC. It is going to do it again, so give me another dex saving throw.
13.
13. It tries again. This time you're able to shake it off before it does anything, but your armor is currently down for 1 AC, and the only way to bring that back up is with the mending spell. But yes. Yep, so that's its go. So down 1 AC, and it did that damage. Moving on to Thief with bubbles on deck.
I use my innate sorcery.
Go for it. So charging it up.
I am. Sleeve's gonna start going blue at the hand.
Yorg, you see this and a little shiver goes down your spine.
The right hand that it is glowing blue out of.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at one of the further two. The one on the right.
No. Isn't there a component to that you need?
That is, yes, there is. Sorry.
What is the component?
It's a diamond worth 50 gold.
Yeah. Don't think you're going to be holding onto a diamond at the present moment, but good to know. But you won't be able to cast that one, unfortunately. Wait, do you have you got a sorcerer's kit?
Is his arm not considered?
He would need to destroy
I do
his
have
arm.
a spellcasting focus, but because it is it's a material worth gold, then I can't use my spellcasting focus unless I have it.
You don't have any like sorcerer's kit or any kit like that? No. Okay. Well, yeah. You'll need to get some diamond before you can cast that one.
How close are the other two to each other?
5 feet.
Are they either within 5 feet to each other?
Yeah, it would be good for an ice knife.
No, I only cast sleep.
Ooh, Remy sleep.
Each creature of your choice in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range, which is 60 feet range, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have an incapacitated condition until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Must repeat the save. Target fails the second save. The target has the unconscious condition for the duration of the spell.
And how long is the spell?
A minute.
A minute. All right. So wisdom save. What's the save?
15.
15. That's a failure. And that is also a failure. The two skittering rust monsters are going. And they both go into a unconscious, incapacitated state at this present moment. But both the two at the back are asleep right now.
And that is my turn.
Perfect. All right, Bubbles, you are up with Yorg on deck.
I'd like to step out away from the formation. That way I can have a clear line of sight of the one that's not asleep.
Yep.
And then cast poison spray.
Poison spray, make an attack roll for me.
What is that? 14.
14.
Sorry, 15. I can't math.
15?
I'm so sorry. 15.
Both of them would hit. Make your attack roll damage.
This is a 12. This is a 12. 1.
1 damage.
1 damage. There's not one. Don't worry, guys. It was coming.
There it is. So you
There's
send
not
out
one.
this acid spray, and what do you say it was like? It was like a pink mist that you send out.
Yes,
It
yes.
sort of like goes over this creature, and instead of the creature actually like ingesting and start coughing or feeling like that poison effect, it's more of acid to the skin, as again that metal starts to corrode and rust even further, and you can see it just sort of and just like peeks its head up at you. It tries to lash out with one of its antennae, but do realize it's too far away for it to respond to your attack.
It's my turn.
That's your turn. You are up.
I would like to move on the one that's not asleep.
Would you like to flank it?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. You go into a flanking position with it, so any attack rolls will be at advantage.
Hell yeah, 'cause we all know I'm
Yeah, 2 ones are still a 1.
and I will attack it with my scimitar.
Perfect. Give me an attack roll with advantage, please.
There's no way I could get better than.
What'd you roll?
Okay, I
Ooh.
got a.
What was it, a natural 20?
No, not
Well, then you
quite.
can get better than that. You liar.
It's a 24 total.
That just hits. Roll damage for me.
Actually, I don't think that hits at all.
Mm.
It actually backfires and damages you.
York dies.
Yeah, that
Crazy.
wouldn't surprise me. They
York
roll
just
max
died.
damage on him. And that is math isn't math, brain. 7 damage.
7 points of damage. As you strike with your scimitar and it's 7 health, you stab in and it folds over dead. That is one of the rust monsters defeated.
Cool. I'd like to use what's last of my movement as well to move closer to the sleeping ones, to the sleepy boys.
There you go.
Thank you.
Laura, stand up.
Can't help it.
Thank you. Is that your turn?
That is my turn then.
Perfect. Well, so you said on their turn they have to make a wisdom save, is that right?
Yep. I'll read. Sure.
Doesn't matter, both of them still are asleep and now they are incapacitated. Yep, they are incapacitated. Or are they unconscious now?
They are unconscious.
Move, speak, and or is aware of its surroundings. The creature drops wherever it's holding and fails prone. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Next rolls get Oh no.
Sleep.
Oh no.
Spell now.
So all melee attacks against these creatures will be at advantage, and if you do hit, it'll be an auto crit.
Is it all melee or is it? No, it's all
Range
melee.
attacks at disadvantage.
No one. Yes.
Cool. So that goes back up to the top. Aaliyah, you're up. I will say they probably also. Oh no, they weren't running. It wasn't their turn. They're still probably about 50 feet away, so it might not be in range of anyone to be able to actually get to melee before.
Unless you're an orc rogue that can take the dash action, the bonus action.
Oh, as in
Wait,
the
wait,
uncanny
what?
action.
No, the orcs themselves can take the dash action, bonus action.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Plus your.
where is that?
And they also have the bonus action of dash as well because of uncanny action.
They do too.
You good? Are we overrating your brain?
If essentially you can move 60 feet if you want.
Yeah, and you'd be able to keep.
Yeah.
And you'd be able to keep your bonus action.
Can,
Your
yeah,
action.
can I move forward?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that was a lot. And
You-
then, you know, I'm gonna take out my little dagger and just do a little stabby stab on it.
Cool. Make an attack roll with advantage.
That's a D. Roll.
Haha.
Is correct.
Oh! Where do I add? $23.
23. That definitely hits now with a crit. So what dice do you roll for an attack for your dagger?
D4.
1d4. So you automatically start at 4 damage for it. Now you're going to roll a d4 again. 2, that's 6. And then what do you add to that that dagger?
3.
3. So that's 9 points of damage.
Would she also have a sneak attack damage there too?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one.
Is she-
Would that damage also crit?
It would.
Out of curiosity.
It certainly would.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So would you like to use your sneak attack?
Yeah.
All right. So what's that? 2d6?
It says 1. Is it 1?
Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneak attack? No, it should be 2d6.
It says 1d6 here.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah,
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d damage.
I think it's 1d6 until level 3.
Oh, level 3.
2d6.
Got you. So 1d6 plus 1d4 is d10. Like that's 10 plus your 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15, and then roll another 6 for me.
Okay.
Just roll another 6.
Just roll another 6. No, that's fucking 1.
So that's
That's still 16 damage.
16 points of damage. You deal this vicious blow. You come up and stab, but the stab itself, you twist, you pull, you push, and you are carving without even removing. It is like you're doing surgery. As you finally reach out the creature, it does awaken from obviously the damage, but it is not looking good. But as I will say, because you woke it up, it doesn't get its reaction.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tap out there. For now.
Perfect. Cool. So that's your turn, Loris. You are up.
Okay, and I'm not in range of any of them, am I?
Not with melee, no. They're both still prone. One is
Okay.
awake.
But it's still prone. Yeah, both prone.
Correct.
I'm just gonna run my 35 feet as far as I can forward.
That'll put you right behind Alia, at about 10 feet from one in front and 15 feet from this one to the side, which is still sleeping.
And
He's
that'll be my turn.
Cool. The other one is still asleep and is unconscious, so that moves over to Thief with Bubble's deck.
Guys, doing.
I think I'm just gonna Sorcerer's Burst.
Let's go, Sorcerer's Burst.
The one that woke up.
Cool. It's still going to be at disadvantage because it's still prone. It hasn't stood up.
So it is just 1d20 then, because I have it there.
Oh yes, because of innate sorcery. So you straight roll.
Yes.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Ooh, that's 9.
9. You send out this burst, and with obviously a few people around, and you know the creature's making noises, and you don't know if it's asleep or not. Your caution proceeds to unfortunately send it wide. You do not hit the creature.
I'm gonna walk like 20 feet forward to be closer to everyone else, and then that'll be my turn.
Perfect. Wobbles, you're up with Yorg on deck.
Well, once again, I'd like to move so I have a nice, clear line of sight of. Are they both still alive? Sorry, I had to piss. Are they both still alive, or is
Both still alive. The one that you now are looking at is awake, bloodied, but prone.
Okay, so.
And is 25 feet from you.
Oh, it's poison spray time.
Poison spray. Now it is a disadvantage.
My roll's at disadvantage?
Yes, because it is prone.
Okay. Well, it's looking like that's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be a 10.
A 10. Again, with this creature on the ground, it is very hard to really lock onto where it is, and you do shoot the spray over its head, unfortunately. Missing.
That's my turn. I'm not doing anything else.
Cool. Yorg, you are up.
I think Yorg would walk up to the one that's still sleeping while he has a chance.
There you go.
And he'd just plunge this scimitar as far as he could to it.
Perfect. Attack. Roll with advantage, please.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Let's start you 2 sets down. Oh shit! Fuck!
What?
I just got the polar opposite.
2 ones?
I got a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Well, luckily it's a 20. You automatically were critting anyway, so that doesn't make a huge difference, but nice roll the natural 20. So what's your scimitar's max damage? Oh, sorry, the roll die?
A
what?
A d6.
All right, so you start with 6 damage already. Now roll your d6.
That's 4.
To 10, and then add your modifier.
Plus 3, 13.
13 points of damage. Good hit. So taking advantage of this sleeping creature, you just, with precision, jam it right in between, rummaging around again, a little bit of a twist, and then just like pull it out as it awakens in a fury again. Because it is awakened from your attack, it won't respond with a retort, but it does awaken.
I would like to actually action surge.
Action surge. There you go. Are you attacking again?
Yes, but this time I'm going to touch my hand on it and cast Chill Touch.
Chill Touch. It is a melee spell. It is still prone, so roll with advantage.
I got 18 to hit.
That definitely hits. Now, what's your damage die?
D10.
That is automatically 10 damage. Add roll another D10.
I gotta remember which one that one is.
The diamond with a 0 on it.
I think I picked up the wrong. Correct. Out the gate? No. That one. God. I swear I've played this game.
At least once. Maybe 4 other times.
4 damage.
4 damage, so 14 damage total.
Yep.
That is plenty enough that the armor around it starts to freeze over to a point where the whole creature is frozen as you push that spell, and you continue to push through it, just shatter that bug into pieces below you. Cool.
I'll end my turn then.
Awesome. The creature that has awoken is going to stand up with its movement, and it is going to take its attacks at Alia because you are right in front of its face. So it. Oh, Rick! It rolls a natural 2 for a hit of 5. Does a 5 hit?
5. That.
It definitely does not hit.
Yeah.
Your AC.
Armor class.
All right,
No,
but
armor class. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Actually, her armor class is 3.
3 itself is all. What kind of armor are you wearing, Aaliyah?
Light armor.
Light armor. Do you know if it's made of if that's leather or if that's metal?
It doesn't. Yeah, leather.
Leather. And it is going to go for your dagger. It's going to wrap an antenna, one of its antennae around it. One penalty. And you need to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
That is.
Yep.
That's 7.
A 7. So with your dagger, I want you to reduce the plus to its like attack itself. So when you roll your d20, what do you add to your dagger? Add to that roll for your dagger attack roll.
Attack roll.
To hit or to damage?
To hit.
The hit
Oh,
the
to hit.
DC.
Yeah.
5.
There's a plus 5.
Yeah, plus 5. Sorry, my bad.
I want you to reduce that to a plus 4. And then I want you to just make note of it on paper. And then I need another dexterity saving throw as it goes for it again.
Oh, fuck me. That's a 9.
A 9. Reduce it down to
Yeah.
plus 3 as this starts to corrode the metal of the dagger. The dagger starts falling apart, little etches in this dagger. It originally starts to look like a serrated butter knife, and then to a point where it just looks like Swiss cheese. It's like holes are going through the blade of the dagger as this creature just wraps its acidic talons around it and starts to basically corrode the metal. But it has nothing else it can do for its turn. It is now your turn.
Oh, fuck. Oh, game. Well, can I whip out my short sword?
You sure can. And you want to make an attack?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Make an attack roll. It is standing up now, so it's not prone, so make the attack as a straight attack roll.
Oh, fuck. No, that's no. Oh, fuck me.
What would you roll?
Get new dice.
I'll bring the
Oh.
green die in there.
Tomorrow's mission.
Oh, that's a 4.
A 4? What did you roll? Did you roll a natural 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a
That's
natural
what you gotta
1.
say.
Oh, a natural 1.
Yeah.
Fuck, my
Yeah,
bad.
a natural
My bad,
1
yeah.
means it's a critical failure. So what I'm going to say is not only do you miss, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw as you miss and the antenna wraps around your short sword.
Oh, I can't do that math. That's 14.
A 14. As you plunge it through and that antenna grabs, you've seen what this creature's been doing to the metal object, and you reef it away just quick enough before it can take any damage onto your sword. But luckily, you escape with that.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna do anymore. Oh, actually, can I move backwards?
If you leave its melee range, it does get an opportunity of attack on you.
Yeah, no, I'm staying there.
Saying that? Cool.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you do have uncanny action that you can disengage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't know if uncanny is disengage. I think it's only hide, dash,
Both actions. Yeah,
That's
dash,
right,
disengage, or
Oh,
hide.
Disengage. Cool. Yeah, you can disengage, which means that you can leave
Yeah,
its disengage and move.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
I'll do the dishes and move. All right. You run back. Again, Loris, drunk as he is, because he's been drinking rum, has fallen back over again. I'm going to say you ride behind this piece of
Cool.
steel and then get up.
I just keep moving further away.
Yeah, he's just running away.
That's your movement gone.
All right. That's your turn. Loris, you're up.
Yeah.
He did run away,
Alright,
so
well-
fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna take one step forward and swing my sword.
Go for it. Give me an attack roll, please.
23.
Nah, that misses. Give me a damage roll, please.
8. Oh, it's 9.
9 points of damage.
Yep. I rolled a 1.
How would you like to do this?
I just swing like a.
Oh, you guys are not excited when you guys win a fight. That's crazy.
Like a golf club. I just sort of because I like it's just a little bug on the ground, right? So not little, but
it's
like,
about
like
3
2
foot
feet tall.
tall.
Yeah, so I
Little for
So
you.
it's the same height as me. Got it.
Yeah. So I just swing my sword like a golf club and just sort of like I don't know, it just shatters into a million pieces as I like broadside the sword against its, metal shell.
And that it does. As you hit, it ruptures through the metal. You can see little cracks going through as it's sort of like trying to like the antennas wrap around to try to corrode the sword. It tries to hold it and just as the metal sprays everywhere, disintegrates into a dust of metal.
Wing, bada bada bada, so wing.
And you have felled the monsters. Well
Alright,
done.
Fantastic.
All right, keep walking.
Feels good to finally get a kill with chill touch. Feels fucking good.
At least you didn't lose your dagger.
Still
At
got
least you
it.
did more than one
dagger.
damage.
Yeah, not as good. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So you have defeated said creatures. What would you like to do?
Does Alia have like weapon mastery on the short sword or the dagger? Or if she was equipped with a different weapon, would she be just as
I have
versatile?
weapon mastery on.
He'll have a little star next to it if you do have.
Yeah, dagger, yeah.
Dagger? Okay, got it. I've just got a hand axe here.
Ah,
I like adjusted the hand axe and you're like, no, thank you.
no, thank you.
Nah.
What the fuck would I do with that?
Nah. That's silly talk. Nah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I walk over, I pick up my 2 javelins, and... Well, 1 javelin, actually. I'm guessing there's not much to sort of loot on these
Nah, they're just
metal
rusty.
frames.
They're incantations of like a beetle which have just covered themselves in rust and metal to like
Someone goes to touch it, they actually get tetanus.
basically, yeah.
No, my weakness. Tetanus.
And all right, so what's the area that we're in at the moment?
You are basically in a
What's it look
dark
like?
airship graveyard sort of thing. So warships, old metal, like just things that have washed up ashore or things that have crashed or, just the debris covering the ground of metal.
All right.
Like, give me an insight check, Lawrence. Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence.
Lawrence. Insight, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Cool. That's what you get. That's what the insight gives you. The consideration of how far you've traveled and the fact that this side, debris just sitting there and bugs collecting in the debris, you feel like no one travels down this way. Consider that maybe this is the wrong way.
I'm gonna look around and go, guys, I think we may have gone the wrong direction.
What made you say that? Oh, guys.
Do we still see the glow of the town?
Give me a perception check.
Perception 16.
16. You look over your right shoulder again, northwest, and you do see the glow of the town, probably about 4 to 5 hours away.
Right.
Yeah, and you have traveled away from the town. You see that from the light, you do see woods, darkness, and not a lot going through that way. Yeah, just like a lot of woods and natural habitat directly in line with where the light is, or you do see you've got that track that you did follow back up.
So there's no sort of path.
No.
That we're aware of.
Just the one you walked down.
Except for the way we came back.
Yep.
All right, guys. We have two options. We can either walk through the dangerous woods directly towards the light, you know, moth to a flame sort of style, or we could take the safe path and go back up the pathway. What do you think? My vote's for the path, but I can barely see 30 feet in front of me.
Mitchell liked that one.
Oh, he got tetanus.
It's a tetanus kick.
Ow. I'm gonna say the path sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
guess we can take the
All right, so you make your way down the path. Who's helming?
Yep.
Who's helming?
Not it.
No.
Yeah, why not? Nothing goes wrong when I do it.
Roll a survival check for me. Loris, would you like to help?
You know what? I think I will.
All right, roll with advantage.
Good. First roll was a 3, second roll was a 4, so that totals 7.
7.
Hey, it was still more than what you would have got.
True. Now, because you weren't helming the path originally, you weren't really paying too much attention. It does take you a little bit longer to make your way back up the path. Luckily, though, again, it is a path you've already traversed, so it wasn't very hard to keep on track. But yes, it does take you, again, another probably 3 to 4 hours to get back to the docks. Yeah, you do hit that fork in the road once again. Now you're pretty much in the middle of the night, more towards the early AMs, so you'll start soon be working towards the morning.
I guess we keep walking towards the town. I'm gonna do like a real dramatic, like get to the crossroads and throw my body towards the town.
Just keep walking.
Just the sassy leg army. Cool.
All right, onward and upward.
All right, Thief, give me a survival check. Wait, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Good. All right, you can have a straight roll then.
That is a natural 20.
A natural 20. That is huge. So, you in this very annoyed state that you're in of going and again getting into an altercation that could have been easily avoided by just going the right way. Or the lit way per se. You do start walking towards this town. You know, an hour goes by. The lights getting getting a little bit brighter. 2 hours. You're starting to see the ends of the town, and on a natural 20, when you're about an hour out, you get this faint smell of smoke to the south. In the woods.
I think I genuinely would just keep walking. I'd just keep walking. make note of it. But probably think it was just someone like camping.
All right, you want to continue forward?
Yep.
All right, you continue. Is anyone breaking away, or everyone following?
Does everyone notice the smell of smoke?
Thief, did you tell anyone that there is a smell of smoke? I would say on a natural 20 survival check, everyone smells the smoke. Clean
We
smoke.
Sort of see that we're about an hour away.
About an hour away from it. You could perceive with how you're traversing and how big the lights are getting, and the fact that on the horizon you can see what seems to be a wall that you're about an hour out. And then you do smell this fire to the south. Again, clean smelling, man-made fire.
I mean, well, I guess I'd see Thief continue walking, and I would just say, should we not possibly investigate where the smoke is coming from, just in case it is the contact?
I suppose there's no harm in it.
Surely we won't get into another altercation.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
If you're leading the way,
I can't see shit.
I'll lead the way.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
What can go wrong?
So what I'll say is this. Make a survival roll with advantage because you're just going to follow the smell.
Bad. Even better. That's a 22.
22. Very easy. You traverse through the woods, following the smell, picking up any sort of little bits of light that you can see until you about 45 minutes south. You do start to see what looks like a small 1-bedroom hut looking building, very similar to like Shrek's hut, very swampy, very man-made from earth.
Wait, a green troll comes out of this fucking.
And you can
Whinging about a swamp.
you can see the flicker of flame and smoke coming out of a man-made chimney.
I think I'd keep going.
You keep moving up.
Unfazed. Yep.
Cool.
Approach the building.
Yeah.
All right. So you're now getting to about 40 feet from it. You give me a perception check.
Ah, son
Your favorite.
of. You'd think for someone who gets hit with traps all the time, good at seeing shit. 14.
14. You very faintly, as you get to about 40 feet away, hear a bit of movement within what maybe like a small creak as you get close to the building.
Can I investigate what could possibly be doing outside?
How would you investigate what's inside without going inside?
Oh, I thought you said the noise was outside the building.
No. Inside.
My bad.
I'm gonna stop walking forward after like the audible sound, just because I don't want to
You didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. I just
No.
keep walking.
I think I just walk up to the front door, put on my pretty boy face, and hit the "Hello, new friend. Would you like to share a drink?" While thumping so hard on the door that you'd think hinges were about to come off.
You hear nothing. Actually, give me a perception check.
That is. Perception is 12.
12. You can't tell, but you swear you hear a little whisper.
I think if I'd heard the whisper, I'd knock on the door harder and be like, "Hello!" Waiting for any kind.
Again, you nothing.
Alright, cool. And then I'd turn around back the way we came, essentially.
Okay.
I would like to maybe softly, gently, not like loudly, be like, is this Nefara?
Who sent you after Nefara?
Name. Can't read my own fucking handwriting. Aldeus.
How you know Aldeus? How would Aldeus know? Who are you?
It's a ragtag group of idiots looking for some jobs to get paid, that kind of stuff.
Well, this place is all about the ragtags, but why would Aldeus send some ragtag my way? Don't you come in yet. You better not come in. I've got something waiting for you.
I wasn't planning on it. He said he might be able to help us with some situations.
What's Aldeus look like? If you know Aldeus.
Just sort of butt in. He looks like a dick.
Well, yeah, that checks out. But what does he actually look like? You wouldn't have the name Aldeus if you didn't look like a bit of a dick.
Yeah. Actually, you're not wrong there. Like an elf, a rich, he's kind of an asshole. He really wants to care for people. You can tell that he really wants to care for people, but he's also just like really full of himself. I know I'm describing personality to you.
Pompous, pointy ears,
Yeah, she said elf, and then you pointed out an elf. You're not really getting there, are you? What's he look like?
Really cares for the princess, but kind of just.
Wait,
also doesn't want
what princess are you talking about?
The princess. Fuck, I can't read my own handwriting.
Age flipping.
The princess of the Neverbloom family. That one.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't love the green dice anymore. 7.
Yeah, we all know about rich families from the main coastline. Sorry, I went Australian. So how am I supposed to trust you? You could be anyone walking around from that town. You know of names. You don't know what they look like, and you just got a name from some rich family. Don't you come in here unless I really know you can be trusted.
Anyone? Owl dog. Anyone else got any input?
Is this conversation
Can
loud enough?
I roll?
Oh yeah, you can
like
all
history
hear.
to properly recall exactly what he looks like, what he kind of wears, and
Yeah, roll a history check for me.
maybe I won't. It's just it's 6.
A 6. You went. He looks like an elf.
Yep, that's all I remember.
So what brings you here then?
We this high elf wizard man sent us on a nice little mission to cover up his his tracks. Well, not necessarily his tracks, but to cover up some not so good things happening that might get back to the princess. You know, there was someone that had been murdered. Not great, I know. No one loves a murder.
You're not really selling the case for me if you're talking about murder.
Yeah, I mean, you know, here in Scrimjaw, you know, it's probably a lot of murder.
Yeah,
Probably.
lots of it.
Yeah, probably.
You came here with some names and now you're talking about dropping murder. You be careful now, because there might be another one soon if you don't get the way.
I remember the name of the person that was murdered.
Tyra?
That one.
How do you know Tyra? Tyra ain't too well known around those parts. How do you know Tyra?
Because we were helping them with something, and then we get back, and then Tyra gets murdered, and then they try to blame it on us, and then hold on, wait a minute. I know we're getting there. You're crazy. You're gonna get all freaked out. I know Tyra's murdered. Crazy. The big strong Tyra. I know. Who insane. And then we find out that it's linked to potentially a crime family. That might be the Reduta crime family, and then we were asked to take care of it, you know, so that way a pretty little hair doesn't hurt the princess, and then we get 500 gold, happy ending, you know.
You hear a slight creak. So Tyra's dead, and whoever's at the door whispering, what I'm guessing is you, Bubbles, you see this small fire genasi cleric with a glowing hand right now. What do you mean Tyra's dead? No one could kill Tyra.
Yeah, that's what we thought. We watched Tyra be a bad fucking bitch.
And what?
You know,
and what
Tyra
do you
saved our fucking asses.
What do you mean about the Reduta? The Reduta family? What's that got to do with? Why would? I can trust you. I can trust you, right?
Yeah. I'd hope so. I'm kind of sitting here
Give me
sounding like an idiot.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage now that you've sort of given enough information. It's like, you know a lot more than just a commoner.
I rolled a 2 and a natural 20.
A natural 20.
And a 2. Hold on. Don't let my 2 go.
No, oh,
Rolled a
sorry.
2.
Okay, we'll take the 2. We'll take the 2.
I'm very proud of my 2.
She. All right, get in. Everyone, quick, get in. And she opens the door. All of you now see this small fire genasi. The hand stops glowing. Actually, well adorned with what seems to be like. You wouldn't say it's like Catholic cloth per se. Maybe more of like a holy leather armor, and a very large holy symbol on the front. Again, in the shape of a tree. Come on, get in. I don't want to be seen.
Quickly shuffle in. Yeah.
York does another 180 and just walks straight back.
Straight back in.
Yep.
Everyone in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Stuck
closed
my
the door.
head as my way in.
Yep. She goes in, lock the door. This is beyond me. I'm just here to scout, keep everything under control. You know, I'm not supposed to be seen, not supposed to be talked to, not supposed to be heard. I go in every so often. I get some things to keep me going, and I'll get a little bit of information. Get out. Now Tyra's dead. Our days are sending in troops. What the fuck is going on?
You know, I
wouldn't call us troops.
Yeah.
There's like we all say it at the same time.
I wouldn't. Maybe like a ragtag bunch of idiots. Maybe mostly idiots. Maybe 2. Maybe 1.
As she's like pacing back and forth in the room, just sort of like deciphering everything you're saying.
But they believe Thule went after Tyra, and that's what happened. So we've been sent to hopefully handle that.
Thul went for Rathuda. Thul Rathuda went for Tyra.
Yeah, that's the one.
How long ago did this happen? Thul's been in the
Like a
town.
day ago. Like a day ago at this point. Day and a half, maybe.
She sort of thinks to herself, well, Thul's been here.
Is
I-
it possible that
He's
that
been
door
around.
opened?
Well, I don't know about his lackeys. We've definitely seen him running around the town. He could have sent someone, but he's got lackeys. To take down Tyra would be a mission in itself. I don't even think Thor could take him down by himself.
He left a note saying, "You take from me, I take from you."
With his name on it.
With T. Rathuda.
Well, that does check out. That's definitely a Rathuda for you, and there ain't no other T's in the family other than your young boy Thor.
That's crazy. I was gonna ask. Maybe one of them goes by like Timmy. Crazy.
Oh, Timmy Two Shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no Tim.
Quirky.
Yeah, no, they ain't a quirky bunch. They're a crime family through and through. But it would make sense. Thor has broken away from the family, trying to do his own thing, and the family itself is never about murder, and they're just thieves. But obviously, on a larger scale, they don't just obviously petty thieves. They be stealing from obviously around the place. But look, Aldeus obviously has to get he needs to do some things to get some things done, and he ain't gonna get his own hands dirty. You've seen him; he's a pried up prick, to be honest with you. But he does hire a few from Scrimjaw, and sometimes they send Thul, or sometimes they send some other people around here. So, but why would Thul go about unless it's a message he's trying to send something? What would even provoke Thul to even look at the Neverbloom family, especially Tyra?
Well, they had stolen what we believe it was them. They stole an amulet from the Neverbloom family, and
Amulet?
Yes, amulet of
Sequester?
Be sure, I can't read my own handwriting.
Oh, you mean Virili's amulet? Yeah, the one that will.
A thin chain, large orange gem, tree-like trinket thing. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's a plenty magical item. That one is. You wouldn't want that leaving her neck.
Yeah, they.
Have you ever heard of a sequester?
No.
Well, the amulet itself, it's just obviously jewelry, but that gem there with the sequester spell locked into it is quite a little ditty. If she was to fall in battle, or be perceived to be almost dead at the point of her dying, it would actually preserve her life and send her into a coma state where then she could be potentially revived. It's a pretty cool little thing. That's why it's kept with her, because the family itself know these lands can be dangerous sometimes. So they want to make sure that if something would go bad, that she would be able to be preserved. Now that Tyra's gone, that could be real dangerous. What, she fall into a coma, and who's going to protect her? Bug boy Aldeus, or that little fucking shrimp that plays the music? Ain't no way that's going to save her.
Yeah, you're onto something. Whew.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm the smartest of the lot of them.
They should have kept you with them. God damn.
Yeah, well,
Definitely need the smarts.
Well, I'm not really in the council per se. I just know of a thing or two about it. How Dace usually uses me as a bit of a helper around the place. I'm pretty new.
He seems to use people a lot. That really seems to be a common theme with him. And then not paying properly. Maybe that's just me. Maybe we're getting a bit personal. I apologize. My bad.
Well, it's not. If you're going to get things done, you might as well use other people. You can see what happened to Tyra. He's put himself in the line of fire, and now what? he's dead. So you could understand what they'd use other people. Disposable. But yeah, I'm not really part of their gang per se. Our days just has me go and do some of the jobs like scouting and healing and all that sort of jazz. I'm a cleric per way, only just new to it all, but I've just sort of been the little lackey for him.
Yeah, fair enough.
I got a bit of a mean punch when I throw out my little beam of light from me.
I'm sure.
That boy you first had knocking, well, if he opened that door, he'd probably turn into ash.
I should have. Anyway, he suggested that we reach out to you and see what information that you could help or give us and maybe potentially lead us the right way.
Well, information-wise, it's the town. There's not much to it. It's just a bit of a criminal town, you know. They've got what any criminal town would have. They crook a bank, few shops with stolen wares. They buy and sell anything that might not be legally obtained. You know what I'm saying? And a few daggy little food places where you can get yourself a bit of grub. A nice little convenience store. Little old lady, she's lovely. I've heard she's killed some people, but yeah, she seems nice.
Of course.
And then there's the mysterious one. He's sort of the power of the town, you know. He's the one that sort of takes care of everything, but no one really sees him too much unless you've done some pretty bad things. He's pretty untouchable. Doesn't really have a name for what we know.
We've heard that he just kind of goes by a letter and then changes it every day.
That's right. He goes by a new name every single day. Today, I'm gonna roll a d20 and a d6, and that's 5 and 5. So that's 10. What's the 10th letter of the alphabet? A B C D E F G H I. His name's Jay today.
Okay, all right.
He doesn't like his identity to be taken. He's a bad cat, I can tell you that. And that's not bit. That's
not like Tabaxi, just like a term.
Oh, he ain't no Tabaxi, I can tell you that much. He a bit big. Okay. He a bit scarier than no Tabaxi. He a bad cat.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Anyone else want to pipe in? I'm doing a lot.
Does he keep it? What? If you could describe him physically, what does he look like if you're able to?
Well, no one really sees him. I just heard he's a bad cat.
Okay.
If you meet him, it's usually bad things. Either you don't get out of the story, or you become one of them. He's a bit persuasive, that one.
Can I pull out my little collar I forgot about? She about it, or what sort of power it holds?
So that was the collar on the.
Was it a ship?
Wasn't it on the yeah, those two that were doing the She looks. What you got there?
It's the little collar with the TK on it. I can't remember.
TR.
TR from the guys that we killed in the little
The tieflings. The tieflings, yeah.
On some little merchants, and I'm wondering if this is any sort of thing.
Lift your microphone up.
Well, fuck me. Sorry.
Are you good?
If it's any sort of, if it's important to the family.
That's just his pets. That's Thor being a bit funny, you know. He's a crime lord. He doesn't respect nobody else, and he just puts those around the collar and around the neck and says, "You're mine." And if they want to take the collar off, then he takes the collar off with the head as well. He's a mean old bastard, that one. But you know, it's funny. He came here thinking he could run the town and run things around here, but he's just another head in the flock around here. But we'll see. He hasn't led any uprisings against old Jay today, but could be something brewing in there. Why would he stick around? Who knows?
Coolio. Thanks.
You're very welcome. So what's the plan then? What you here to uphold the justice and take Thule in? What's the idea? Because you ain't walking in those gates and it's not being seen. The only person here that you're gonna kill the Thule. You're gonna start a war with the family. You're out your fucking mind.
Maybe.
We've been tasked with.
No wonder you got offered so much gold. It's fucking suicide. So what's the plan then? You just gotta march into town with pitchforks and fire and just go, bring us Rathuda. I won't kill him in the streets for you, hey?
Well, you know, I was hoping. No, that's an awful
It's just
idea.
gonna get you killed.
Hoping that maybe you had some recommendations.
I recommend you go back to our days and you tell them that was a fucking dumb idea. And you tell them to go back to the town and they hide out. If Tyra's gone, they ain't nothing.
Yeah, okay. Alright, fair enough. Is there anything he does? Like, where he hangs out? How to maybe get in contact with them? Maybe how he hires his people? Maybe how he collects his beasts? I don't know. Anything?
What do you mean beasts?
Is he like a beastmaster kind of guy?
Well, Rathuda ain't no beastmaster. He's just this orcish fella. You know, he's a bit magical.
Got red eyes?
But he ain't got no red eyes.
Oh, maybe. Oh, does he have like, I don't know, maybe someone working for him that could be a beastmaster?
Rathuda, from what I tell you, ain't too big in it. Like I said, he came to Scrimjaw, and he's just another head. He ain't nothing special here. So I couldn't see him having no beastmaster and whatnot. Jay's got him on the strings. So I don't know what you're going on about. This fella's just a bit orcish. Got some weird dark magics and got this big old sword. But that's really about it. He's got a few lackeys and he likes to have a few wolves on him, but I wouldn't say he's a beastmaster per se. Just tamed.
Wouldn't have a griffin kind of thing.
Fucking. What do you mean having a? No one has a griffin. Is she all right? Hey, the rest of it. Is she all right? What do you mean pet griffin? Are you fucking mad?
Let's just
He's insane.
let's just theoretically say that, you know, Tyra had killed someone's pet griffin, and this is why Tyra was dead. What would your opinion be on that one?
Has she been drinking? Can someone clear her up a little bit? Like this is lunacy. Griffins aren't pets. They're mythical bird creaturey fucking things. You don't just pet one. You don't just go, oh, good boy, Griffin. Let's go for a fight then. You don't do that. What are you on about?
But like, let's say there's someone like really powerful. Could they do that kind of thing?
Well, yeah, there's spells, there's people of power that can manipulate and control. You know, at the end of the day, farmers control cows and griffer and all that sort of jazz. So why couldn't you farm?
Fair enough. Yeah, let's say,
But
and then let's
pet?
say, you know,
Pet?
let's say Thule might be, you know, dabbling in some dark magic and some, you know, really, really powerful weapons. But he could then have a pet griffin, yeah?
Well, if he's got a pet griffin, I haven't seen it around these parts.
Well, yeah, I mean, he'd be dead, but anyway.
Well, I haven't seen no griffin, so I don't know what you're on about. He's just got a few little sneaky beak attacks that, you know, light people on fire and make it a bit scary and magical. But I haven't seen no griffins. He's got a couple of wolves, but I think he just likes to have a few dogs with him. And then he's got his entourage of lackeys that he likes to keep those little collars on to just assert some dominance.
Okay, you know, fair enough. Well, I appreciate the knowledge. Anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns, qualms, keywords, queries?
If we were
Queries are the
us that-
keywords.
to try and take out Thul, hypothetically speaking, from what you've seen, does it seem like he is trying to create an uprising to overthrow Jay?
I could only assume he ain't come here to be a lackey. I could only assume his idea is to take over the town and start his little crime family here. Again, from what I heard, he ditched the family, went his own way, and he's trying to start his own thing. He doesn't like that his papa don't kill no one. They keep the clean thieving and not really run the crime family as a crime family per se. So I couldn't imagine he'd come down here to just be someone else's lackey. I think he might be building up to something and try to take over the town. But look, taking on Jade, that would be a mighty scary thing from what I heard. Like I said, he's no cat to mess with. How you gonna do it? You just go, like I said, you gonna walk into town? What's the plan?
We haven't gotten
What about the guards at the gate? How are you getting through them?
those guards in a crime city.
Well, of course. What if the
Okay.
authorities came down here?
The authorities aren't coming down here.
You got a good point, because anyone that walks in there is either dead meat or is criminal. And well, he looks like a bit of a criminal over there. The one that almost blasted, but the rest of you ain't look like criminals.
All right, fair enough. You've got me there. Back to my question. You got any recommendations or anything? Not really.
I reckon you leave here and don't come back. I don't want to be here. I'd love to return.
So what's stopping you?
Well, I've got a job. I gotta be scout.
Yeah.
Our
you got a
days,
job.
our days said when the job's over, I can be part of his. He can give me some teachings and get me in touch with that Ilya cleric so I can learn the ways. She's a lovely gymnasty too. So I just gotta stay put, stay scouting. I don't know what I'm scouting for, but I gotta stay scouting. I need to
Well,
give
we
back some
gotta-
information, but
Yeah, but
I only go in when I need to get food, so I can't get information. I'm too scared.
okay. All right.
Can't go in by myself. Have a laugh.
So, what if we gathered some information for you and got you passage back so you could pass on the information to Aldeus?
What information you're looking for, and how can I trust you'll come back here and not dob me into
What
them?
information are you looking for?
I can't trust that you won't dob me into the town to get leeway. Look, those guys will get you for anything. You go in there, you're basically dead. And what? You rat me out, save yourselves? You having a laugh?
No, we're both working for the same guy. We're have that mutual bond.
Look, if you're going in
That's
there,
worth something.
there's no way I could stay out here. I can't trust you. So either you
I
leave,
mean, if you ain't come with us, then come with us.
I'm going to follow behind real close. The minute one of you turn on me, you get in the light. You get in the fucking light.
That's fair.
But trust me, I can't trust you. Not yet. Especially under Aldeus. Yeah, he gave me a job. He's promised me much, but I still don't trust the fella.
That's also fair.
Look,
Sounds like we're on mutual footings with him then.
you guys that go get a little bit rusty looking, use that too, or at least disguise, or you just gotta be ready for it. They're not gonna just think it's all okay, or you go in when no one's looking.
Is there
What's
ever a time that the guards aren't posted?
Well, The thing is, they're posted, but they're not really paying attention too much. They're criminals. Why would they be doing a hard to work job? You know, I'm sure if you were slippery enough, you could probably get by, or you know, if you just throw them a dime or two, they should be all right to let you in. But again, once you're in the city, though, you're in their walls, and that's where it gets scary.
All right, I'll be fine. I'm ready. Yes, we got it. We'll be fine.
All right.
Do you have possibly any sort of cloak? I mean, obviously I stand out as it is, but if I can make myself less conspicuous, that might help.
I'd have to throw a whole blanket over you, make you look like a ghost. I don't think there's a way of hiding you. What? Oh, you brought a walking tree?
That's a fair point.
Well, how about this?
On something.
Girlie, those shackles, you plan to keep them forever?
If needed, yeah.
Well, we can make it look like Big Boy's is a bit of a prisoner. We bring him in. If you shackle up his hands.
Cool.
What you say? Big Boy, you want to look like a bit of a prisoner? We take you in and, you know, they just let you go in and hip hip hooray, we found the big guy who's a naughty boy and we bring him to be naughtier boys.
Pinky.
I'll still get you with that fucking light. You don't start with me. You almost copped it.
I feel like shackling myself might not be the greatest idea heading into a potentially hazardous area, but if it does give us safe passage inside, or safer passage inside, I think it might be for the best.
I mean, I think it would get us through the walls.
Yep.
But like I said, from inside, you are all going to stick out like sore thumbs. It just takes a wrong move for one person to turn around and want to take you there, right there and then, you know?
I'm sure we'll make it work.
All right. Well, little lady, I'll take those shackles from you.
Go for it.
Cool. She shackles your hands together, Loris, and puts them out in front. There's a good boy. Good boy. This is going to be great fun. I'm going to take you in there. You're going to play prisoner. Say you're angry. You know, maybe one of them can give you a little touch or a shock or something just to make you... How the world do you want to play this out? This could be exciting. I've been locked up here. You can tell she's a bit stir crazy. She may have been here for quite a while and just had no, like, communication with anyone, because anyone that would come near her hut, she would need to kill. So she's getting a bit like excited and like, oh, should I have a dagger at your head? Should I be charging my beam up ready to take you out? What should we do?
Well, I already have this bite mark on my leg, so I haven't been bleeding profusely, but I mean, I am somewhat bloodied as it is.
Oh, so we roughed you up? You're a natural born actor, that one. Well, there you go. We bloodied you up. You lost a fight. Look at us. We five took on this big fella and won. That's crazy. All right, then. Well, I think we make a move. We'll head at light, which is, I reckon, light's about an hour away. And we'll head in nice early in the morning as if we caught you in the night. How does that sound?
Oh, sounds
Perfect.
lovely.
Good by me.
All right. Well, if you guys go sit by the fire, I'm just going to prepare some of my tricky stuff and we'll make our way. Yeah, if you would like to take a short rest, you absolutely can. If you're missing health, you can spend a hit die and try to bring it back with your hit die and any other short rest abilities you do have and replenishes. And actually, we'll probably take a little break there.
Okay.
So, do your short break. I'm going to go get something to nom on, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Bro.
Bless you.
Bro.
Bless you.
You're welcome.
People, let's play that big guy.
Yep.
Don't do that. I'll be right back.
Then don't sit down. Just stay standing up. Or kneel. Hey, you're just standing up. Baby, they're just standing up. Thanks. Something really nice smelling. Yeah.
No, just
Oh,
punch
hi.
black.
Hi. Hi, gotcha. Maybe you need to do a couple lines. Apparently she found something really interesting in the grocery bag.
Up there.
Did you just fucking drop your guts, mate?
Up.
Oh god.
I'm dropping it.
Oh.
Drug. Over.
You fucking bitch.
Then he tried to marry him. And then I took it.
What the shit?
Like,
Yo.
it was on now. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Okay, good. I was about to say.
So I waited really good. So he's like, fuck. So I went in, dropped, got the bitch didn't even walk in the bar, walked past. It was foul.
Mate, I love you. Your asshole.
Against my will. Some of the sales rep or company built right after so right they pulled up. They go,
No. Oh no, yeah. Hey, at least you flushed the toilet, unlike. Oh, that smells so good though. What's he doing, eh? Yeah, no, hang on. Maybe I'm just really good.
Don't know, chat can still hear.
Yeah.
I think.
White's massive.
That's
Chat only heard half the conversation. Shit.
Yes, they did. It was, sorry, it was broken up. Anyway.
Tell you what, it was a pill of shit too.
Oh, whose camera broke again?
Oh, Mitchell's. I'm feeling a little bit more awake now. After a bit of a walk.
It didn't break.
Good.
It just I lay down in bed and flash really lights. So I had him turn it off.
Oh, I don't have a backup photo for that.
No, I'll turn it back on once it starts.
Oh, okay.
He's making toast. Sorry, he's making charcoal.
Man, what?
toasting his banana bread. Leave him alone.
He's making charcoal.
He's toasting
Banana bread at work? Hell yeah.
Oh, bye then.
Energy drink, and I'm gonna say, "Hi, cat." I mean, bye. I was just literally going to my fridge.
I was
No,
talking
the
to the
dog.
dog.
Oh, bye then.
The dog just hauled ass back down there.
Hell yeah, dude.
All I can smell is
Now I want some.
Yeah, he took a shit. It's the greatest banana bread you ever fucking heard of. Ah, titties! No, I'm kidding.
Mitch, rip your shirt off.
Show me them bosoms. All right, let me get myself. What the fuck is that you're drinking from?
That's a Yeti. It's my sippy cup.
What are you gonna fucking smudge your lipstick?
Cup.
Nah, take camping for your alcohol.
What do you mean?
Maybe you need one of those,
Don't
Beb.
go camping enough. And I just
Drink
grab a beer.
from the can.
You
No,
need
I'm
one
just
of
gonna
those.
chuck some
Jerry.
ice in it and keep it cold for fucking ages.
You're a little bitch. I mean, anyway, back to our fun. So,
Wait.
oh, sorry. What am I waiting for?
Oh, no.
So is everyone taking their short rest and their things and stuff?
Yep.
Sweet. So, I don't know if you pinch their cams to fit. Could you cropping them a bit better? No, it's hard. Sorry, cat. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to strawberry cream. I love strawberry cream. All right. Cool. So, as the morning does see you again, you are faced with a 2-hour trek to the city line gates that you were approaching to previous to obviously going off and seeking Nefara. So, who's helming the lead?
Every time I do it, we end up in shit creek. So
So I think it should be you.
Probably, yeah, probably. It makes sense for the people who look most like criminals to be in the front.
yeah, fair. Let's go up shit creek without a paddle.
All right. So,
Sounds good to me.
Yorg, give me a survival roll, please.
That is 9 total.
9. Go with advantage because Nefara's going to help you find your way. She knows these times.
Oh, pardon me.
That's a little bit better. That's 18.
18.
That's
Cool.
a little bit better.
Hey, you find
Little
yourself
bit
back on the track, nice and easy, moving towards the gates. Now, as you do approach, you can see 2 guards sort of just like off to the side, 2 spear, like javelins, all sort of chilling about. And Nefara, so these are the guards as I was talking about. So these geezers has just got me sitting here, not paying too much attention to what you want to do. Do you want to talk to him? Do you want to sneak past him? They don't look too friendly. And as you gaze about it, they look like a standard bandit. Look very similar to how Yorg looks. Just a bit raggedy clothes. One of them with a skimmer to her side, the other one with a pole arm. They're sort of just like rolling dice.
If I need to bribe them, how much are we talking?
I know. Am I them? Am I? Jeez Louise. I have to do everything for you guys, I see.
Oh, you're the one that's here. We're normally not.
I just walk on in because I'm just one inconspicuous hooded little genasi. We're a troop. We're infiltrators. They don't take kindly to a group of people.
Okay, well then
Think-
how about we split up? You know, wait 5 minutes, another person goes in. Wait 5 minutes, another person goes in.
You could give it a try.
All right, I'm gonna put my hood up and just walk on in.
And I start walking. One says, "Hey there, little lady, what you think you're doing?"
Looking to buy some stuff and things and stuff. You know,
What,
go places, do things.
what things you got? What stuff you got? Yeah, what things you got, love?
Oh well, I don't have anything. I'm trying to go buy stuff. I do have some fancy pantsy gold schmeckles, but I'm willing to
Schmeckles?
yeah, some schmeckles I'm willing to hand out.
You got some schmeckles?
Yeah, just a few
What?
schmeckles.
I think you should hand them over and be on your way then.
Yeah, well, I'm all right with that if you're all right with that.
As one of them goes to one side of you, the other one goes to the other side of you. Well, I haven't seen your type around here before, have I? What's your name, love?
You know what's crazy is I haven't seen my type around here either. You know, I'm just this weird little freak. You know, and apparently no one's seen short people before. Can you believe that? It's like y'all hate short people or something.
What do you mean I hate short people?
But I never see anyone else. You know, waltz on in. You tend to notice if someone's the same height as you. You know, I can't make fucking eye contact with everyone. I have to look up. You know how embarrassing that is?
Give me a deception check, trying to play out that you've been here before.
I can't math. Hold on. 15.
You're right. Why isn't there more short people around here? Yeah. You know what? I think they've got something wrong with a bit of short people.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? We're
You
not going
two look like you love short people, and
We're-
I appreciate that for you guys. You know?
we're
It
not
made
going to
me
take
why.
that. You know what? We shouldn't take that line down. Yeah, we shouldn't take that line. You know what? You should get in there and just the next person you say, kick him in the shin. Be like, short
You know
people
what? I'll
rule.
do you one better. I'll bite him in the shin.
You know what? You do that. You give him a bite. You say, old Scrug and old Sean, we didn't want you to get bit. Yeah, well, you know what? Give him a bite then. Go and get. And they just like rush you in.
Okay, there we go. I'm in. Good luck, everybody else.
So we watch Bubbles walk away while I'm still like handcuffed.
Yeah.
There's a small group of us.
Yeah. You're just sort of stay out by the trees. You can see them like sort of gesturing, like really up in a grump about that. They're just like, it's sort of like having a bit of a chat at the front gate. But Bubbles has walked on in.
I'm going next. I'm gonna walk up like head sort of down, covered by my hood. Without making eye contact, I'm just gonna ask, what's the price today?
Well, do you like short people? Are you one of them short people haters too?
I'm not actually.
you better not be hating on no short people around here.
My master was a short person.
Well, you mean your master? We ain't got masters around here. And they start rearing towards their weapons. Ain't no masters around here, boy.
Don't worry, he's not with us anymore.
You killed him.
Is there an actual like door or gate that
Yeah.
is
Yeah, big old
have to
gate.
open it?
It is a jar. They're just blocking in a jar. You'd
Yep,
probably
okay.
you'd probably think this door actually doesn't shut. That's why they have people out there, because it's, you know, it was made like it was probably already there from a previous like settlement or like tower or building, and they just sort of like bunkered it down, but they don't actually have the capacity to actually close, or they don't know how to do that, so they just guard it with people. What, you killed
Got a
him?
dumb idea.
Yeah.
So I sort of see that they're giving Thief a little bit of a hard time. And how shackled am I? Like it's loosely shackled. I can just sort of break it.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing we didn't.
Oh yeah. You, if you really wanted to give it a go, you could probably bust those.
I think. All right. So I'm just gonna break them, just so that my hands are free. And I just sort of gesture to everyone behind me. I say, just follow my lead. And I'm going to sprint full speed directly at them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a strength check to see if you can break the shackles first.
Oh, nat 20.
You rolled a natural 20 on breaking some shackles. I hope you have.
Yep.
Yeah, you just puny shackles.
Yeah.
And then you just start sprinting at them.
And I start sprinting at them. No weapon in hand. Just me, an 8-foot Goliath sprinting full speed in their direction.
So you've dropped your weapon.
Is it sheathed?
You tell me.
It is sheathed.
Because you're using a glaive at the moment. What are you
No,
using again?
longsword.
A longsword.
I've got a longsword, yeah.
Because did you fuck off the scythe?
Yeah.
Yes,
he
yep,
he
I
left
gave
it
it.
at
Give it
the
to the
tavern.
tavern man.
Yeah. So you've got
That's why we got the
you've got a
potion.
sword and a shield. Is that
Sword
right?
and a shield, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've sheathed everything, and you are just sprinting.
Yes.
Gotcha.
To elaborate, York did not follow.
Yeah, neither. I watched.
Even if I was like, what? Then what's his fucking problem then? What's he doing? What?
I don't
That
know.
wasn't the fucking plan. You've one of you have already walked through. and I done the shackle thing. I thought it was gonna be a good idea. Now he's fucking running at them. Oh, we're fucking dead. We're fucking dead. What are you doing?
So I want to get to within like 10 feet of them, and then Cloud's jaunt, like 20 feet behind them through the doors.
All right, so you're having a bit of a chat with Thief. Like Thief's having a bit of a chat with him, and he's back to that conversation. It's like, you killed him. Did you kill that master of yours? He fucking killed him. Yeah, he'll think he fucking killed him then, eh? Yeah, I reckon this guy's a bit of a murderer. And then as he finishes murder, they go, wait, what the fuck? Ah! And they just see you get to about 10 feet and then... Because is Cloudjoy like you just basically disappear in front of them and then just...
Yeah, in front of them. Yep.
And just disappear behind them.
Yep.
You're
And
like,
then, yep.
the fuck was that? Was he with you? Is he? What the fuck was that? He was big and now he's gone. Maybe it was Jay. Maybe Jay got to him. Oh, it might have been Jay. Fucking, he's done. And then, Loris, you're through the gate.
Yep.
None the wiser.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? None the fucking wiser.
Well, anyway.
Back to our regular screening.
So did you kill your master? They just
Back
fucking
to
don't care. They just think they're losing their mind.
If I admit to it, am I gonna be taken in anywhere?
Take it in. You have a fucking laugh. You think we? What do you think we do? You think this is some sort of fucking Justice League of extraordinary gentlemen or fucking no? We like murderers. We like thieves. We like all of them. What's your name?
I'm gonna lift my head up a little bit, so it's just like they would sort of see like just my eyes, and it'd be like electric blue eyes, and it'd be like, I'm Thief.
Are you trying to intimidate?
No, not. I'm just putting on a show almost.
Your fucking name's Steve. You're having a fucking laugh, are you?
That's all I've known since killed him.
I like him. Yeah, I think I like him too. Oh. What's with the blue eyes though? That's kind of fucking freaky. What are you getting at with that one? Are you fucking some sort of thunder god? What is this? Are you gonna strike down lightning?
Something along those lines.
Oh, fuck me. I don't want to deal with that. You want to deal with that? Nah, me neither. You're not getting there, Thief, you fucking master murderer. You're fucking pretty cool, eh? Like, get it on in there.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
Yeah. All right. Thief, Bubbles, and Loris are in. Yorg and Alia and Nefara. Nefara's like, this is fucking insanity. This is ridiculous. What the fuck am I watching? It's like they're just.
Watch me win the hearts.
It's like they're just. It's like they're just taking a situation, just rolling the dice. I had to. I fucking had to. All right. What you mean? Put on the old. What are you doing? What is he doing?
And I just start walking towards the gate.
Fuck me.
And the guards just. Oh yeah.
I do my usual. I spread out my arms and I'm like, "Hello, new friends."
You're a fucking laugh, Yorg. You are. What the fuck, new friends? You fucking dickhead. We ain't new friends. What the fuck are you doing back here? I thought you were going for a clean life. I thought you were done with this shit.
Nope, I'm back.
Oh, fuck me.
take the crime out of the guy, but you can't take the guy out of the crime.
You know you ain't got friends in those walls. Last time you left with a few enemies. Jay will remember that.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Or I
yeah.
might just walk back in.
Well, I would love to see what happens. Go on, get in there.
Thanks, fellas, and I just give him a wink and just wander through.
All right. Alia and Nafara.
Guess it's my turn to wander up to the guards. I'm just gonna walk up on there. Head down a little bit because I don't know what they know, and so yeah.
Hello, Poppy. What have you got here then? Who are you?
I
Pick
am
up.
someone. Oh, my mic.
Oh, we got you.
Never mind.
You got me? Okay, cool. I am someone you don't want to mess with.
What do you mean don't mess with? Look at us and look at you. What do you think we're scared of you? What would make us scared of you?
Could I show them my little thing on my shoulder blade and see if that'll scare them or anything?
Give me an intimidation check
Oh, fuck me.
with advantage.
Okay, which one's mine? Oh, okay, cool. That is a 16.
16.
Yep.
They look, eyes agape. There isn't anywhere where we don't hear stories of other lands, other people, other criminals. We'll make our way out the way for you. Go on then. And they just move the fuck out of your way.
And I'll just wander in, nodding at them.
You can see them just whispering between each other, but in this situation, you're not listening. You're just walking past, but they're just like, they are in pure shock. And luckily, no one else saw that. Nafara, however, walks up. Just walks past them. Back for more groceries. Yeah, you know it's about that time I topped up on a few things, eh, boys? And just flicks on both a piece of gold. Well, go on, get in there. Don't take too long. We don't want you being hurt in there. Thanks, fellas. And she just walks on through. You're all in. Immediately she walks up to you. What the fuck was that?
Improv.
My hands are clean.
Is she saying that to the group or to Alia?
Alia.
My
Hey.
hands are clean. I don't know what you're talking about.
My character's gonna insight check you. So I want you to roll a deception check. And we're gonna roll an insight check. Oh shit, she has an insight of +4.
Oh,
What
am
was
I
your
doing deception?
what was your deception, yeah?
Oh, fuck me. That was 10.
She rolled a 15. Now, what does she gauge off of you as she is seeing past your lies? Doesn't need to be the whole story, but what does she gauge?
She gauges that it's not something I like to talk about, but something that, you know, has happened in my past, and it's something that I have to claim and or, you know, get rid of, if that makes sense.
She looks you up and down. That's a tall glass of water that I ain't taking no drink of. If they were scared shitless, so am I. I'll keep to myself. But you're now least on my trustworthy list. I'm steer clear of you. I keep an eye on you too.
You do that, I will cause you no harm. yet.
Oh, I think it might be vice versa. You need to worry about right now, love. Don't like you. Make me like you. But we're in some fucking miracle of work. And you, how did they know your fucking name? Or is that a fake name? I don't even know your name, but they called you a name. What's this business then?
Yeah. So I may have had a few trips in or out of here in the past.
You can see that.
No one liked me.
You can see that glowing hands. That's to go. I was gonna blast you before, but now you know people here. Maybe I was right to worry. And the hand glows a bit.
Look, last time I was here, my ass was on the opposite side of that gate, and everyone behind it hated it. So, not thrilled to be back, but hey, what can I say?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Oh, fucking Christ. That's a nat 1.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I was like, how could I just like completely turn this shit on its head?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe just like try and go lock arms with my best friend over here.
Is this you
So,
trying to help Yorg?
Yeah, yeah, it is. But I don't want to lock arms with Yorg. Fuck that. I want to lock arms with. Is it Nefara? Nefera?
Nefara. So you're trying to vouch for Yorg?
I don't want to vouch for him. I more want to distract her and be like, "Wow, you know, I found this mushroom in the woods the other way. I know you're a cleric, you're not into potions and shit, but go mushroom."
This is what I'm gonna say. Yorg, she's wanting to attack you.
Yep.
Bubbles is going to give a persuasion check.
Oh no.
If she passes, you will get advantage on that roll. If she fails, Nefara is going to light you up. And it's going to hurt.
Fine.
To a point where you may go unconscious.
Look, I have no doubt about that. I am a squishy boy.
Bubbles, make a perception check for me.
I don't want it. Kind of mad about it. I'm actually kind of angry. I rolled that 20.
Natural
Oh.
20.
Someone else needs to use this green dice because I'm kind of sick of it. It's
Natural
too helpful.
20.
Maybe
I'll
if I
take the
change my
green
mind.
dice.
What if I want the natural 20 to more be not helping him
I
and more
should-
of a deception?
I just want to see how much this would have done. So,
I'm actually.
Alright.
Is it bad that I wanted to fail that?
What's your max HP, Chris?
you would have
Well,
survived. You would have survived. It was only 11 points of damage.
Oh my.
Holy shit.
It was she rolled a very low on her guiding bolt. However,
Man, I want
Bubbles walks over and wraps an arm around. She sort of looks at you. I don't like him. I don't like the lot of you.
Yeah, look. I mean, I don't like him either. He's kind of a freak. I won't lie to you.
I'm just
That's
casually picking my teeth.
He does stuff with his tail and stuff. I don't listen. I'm all for tails, but you know.
With the natural 20, that will automatically succeed Yorg's roll. So you have persuaded that Yorg is worth not killing on the spot, basically.
Not yet, at least.
You've got criminals among you. He's been here before. You know, I don't know what to trust. And also with your, so when you said, like, when you were like natural and you're like, everyone hated me, when you said that, someone was like, hey, York, how you doing, fella? Oh, he's back in the drink, isn't he? But yeah, so with he's just making me trust you less and less. Like, you seem fine. You seem like you could chat up a bit, but you don't seem like you're a bad person. But the rest of you, it's just slimy. You've got a big fella, and he's of holy nature. I can trust him, and the rest of you is it's just no good. I don't know what Aldeus has found in you, but fucking hell.
Well, it's the money. You know, we come together for the money. You know, I may not like them, but I do like money, and I like potions, and I like helping people as long as I get paid. You know, like that's, and I feel like we're all kind of in a maybe a few of us are in the common ground. I can't speak for all of them, but
well, I think they're gonna get you killed, love, one day. But let's just, for your sake, hope that's not the case. I hope for you that they just, you know, they keep you safe. You seem like a good one, but man, he almost got himself killed by just saying the wrong thing here. And it was from the good guys. Oh well, we can only do what we do. But you are all in. You are all safe. You feel the intensity of the of Nefara ease down you, but you are shot glad eyes of don't fuck up.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut for the rest of the game.
That's when I walk over to Yog. Yog, you never told me that you had been here before.
Because I don't want to be here.
You should have said something earlier.
Well, we're here now. Do the job, get paid. Forget about it. Good at that.
All right. Well, now that you are inside, as you sort of stare around, it is just horrible. The buildings are made up of cobblestone, rusted tin, bits of wood. No one's got doors, and there's like an open window, which is never a perfect square. You know, there's cloth on the doors for some people that want an ounce of privacy. You can hear scuffles and swearing. It's just an absolute hellhole. And you look down the road, you see really nothing of anything that's nice. Even the light feels like it has a gloom to it, even though it's a bright sunny day outside. It looks smoggy. You see, if you look down, you can see a couple of people sitting on some stools outside of what looks like a bar, but they're being served like you can only perceive as a soup bowl. You look one way, you see a couple of like hooded kids playing in the street. Another kid comes out of the corner and just smacks another kid in the back of the head as they ran away. And it just seems very eerie. Even though, like I said, it is the light of day, it feels like it's the evening with how smoggy and dark it feels in this whole town. But you're in.
Sweet home.
we go grocery shopping. Maybe let's just take a stop there.
So you're looking for a grocery store?
Well, yeah, I'm making conversation.
You came here to shop at a grocery store. That's what we're here.
Obviously, I don't want to shop at a grocery store. I'm trying to be friendly, trying to make, good terms. You know what I really want? I want a magic bag of holding. But it is what it is.
You ain't going to get magic here, love. And you're not
I
making
swear,
friends
I
with
know.
people here. These ain't friends.
I didn't mean people. I meant you, but pop off.
I'm here to get in, help yous and get the fuck out so I can go back home. I don't want to be here. I ain't no criminal.
Oh, well, go ahead. You grab your groceries. I'll follow along, and then you can head out. And then you leave us to our own devices. Then you don't have to deal with idiot over there.
No, because I can't leave. Because if he's done me and if he get in trouble, I'm as good as dead. I need to help.
What?
I need to finish this job.
Groceries.
I got 2 of those people that I'm ready to kill on the spot.
Okay, all right.
I ain't here for groceries. I'm gonna help you get what you need done, and we can get the fuck out. I'm following you. However you get home, you're taking me back to Isaiah so I can fucking hand in my little job, and I can get in those fucking cellars and start learning how to be a good old fashioned cleric.
All right.
Can I sneak away?
Make a stealth check.
That's 7.
Well, everyone's passive perception is higher than 7, so you go to sneak away, and everyone spots you going to sneak away.
Goes to like snake away, and he just sort of like backs into me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, nothing.
So where do you
Absolutely
think we
nothing.
should? Where do you think we should go to get some information around?
No idea.
Make a history check for me, York.
Oh, could I?
No idea.
change that
Some
to
idea.
Perception?
What? Oh, you want
Could I
to?
change that to perception?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? No one's insight checked you, and I'm going to disallow it because I've
Oh,
just said it. Don't
Fuck's
worry.
sake.
You don't have to. No one's insight checking you, so you are just lying.
I'm just lying.
And because
So I
no
didn't need
one,
to roll my check.
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
No,
No.
that one.
That was a nat one anyway.
yeah, no, you're fine. No one insight checked you on your
Cool.
lie. And because I said insight check, then I'm not allowing anyone to do it.
Yeah.
York has no idea. And to be fair, most of you don't know. Oh wait, no. You know, because obviously the guy called out and the fire ratted him, so you know he's been here before. But no idea.
Can I do a bit of would it be insight or invest? No, it'd be insight to see if anyone's like, eyeballing us.
That would be a perception check. Absolutely.
Perception. 13.
13. So there's a guy obviously who was calling out from a window upstairs of a 2-story building to the right of you, left of you. After that, the guys that got sold the bowls of whatever it is are just keeping an eye out down the road at you. They're just looking at you. Other than that, there's not too much else of the footfalls of the town. This isn't like a friendly town where everyone's walking about having a good old chat. But people are keeping their eyes on you.
Go to the pub. Pub's always a good place.
So you're gonna go look for the pub?
Yeah.
Cool. So you start walking through town, keeping an eye on things. You walk past this place. Potato soups. Okay. They keep an eye on you as you walk past. Like I said, you stick out like butter on a fucking pan. They know. You better hope Jay don't know. Just keep walking. This pub's down a little alleyway, a couple of alleyways. Now you have to jut in here, jut in there, jut in there. There's a little hole in the wall sort of pub. So you walk into an alleyway. Your whereabouts are you in the group when you're walking?
I think Yorg would be slowly trying to make his way to the back of the group so that he can separate from the a little bit easier rather than just running directly into the biggest guy in the group.
So you're sort of sticking a little bit to the back?
Yeah.
Alright, give me 2 seconds. The magic words.
Oh shit, I just made the wrong decision.
So, you know, Nefara's sort of like leading you into the shadows and all that. Yug. What brings you back here, boy?
Just trip. Who the you?
You turn, you see no one.
Awesome. That's not creepy at all.
Sort of freeze for a second. Jorg, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll be out in hopefully 2 days, apparently. So,
He's
you
not
can just stay off my case till then.
You're not supposed to be here. They told you to leave. Why are you back here? This is all in your head. No one else can hear anything.
That's even worse.
Is he
Oh,
audibly
I
talking
love
back?
that. I feel like
are
I'm
you
not
Jorg?
smart. I feel like I'm not smart enough to be sitting there going, like, sorry. I don't think I'd be smart enough to like talk directly into my head.
So you're talking out loud?
So I just look insane.
Yeah, so you you do hear Jorg just talking to himself.
Yeah, so
Well, I guess I just turn and look at Jorg. Who are you talking to?
no one that I know of.
Yes, you've come back to this town and you're not supposed to. And who's your little troop of people you're with?
Just some friends I've met along the way.
You do not have fucking friends. You come back to my town. When I told you to leave, what the fuck do you want here? And answer quick, otherwise you all will be dead.
We're just looking for a few people. Trying to solve a murder that happened.
People, who are you fucking here for?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't, like, as Jorg, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember their names. I heard we were coming here and checked out.
Come to the hall. Very quickly. Bring your friends. Say nothing other than you must go to the hall. You go any other way, you're all dead. You get that?
Yeah.
You just your mind just sort of opens, and you just sort of can perceive around you again.
Awesome.
And make a history check for me. Actually, no, insight.
You said insight, yeah?
Yep.
That is 5 total.
5 total.
Get new dice.
Huh? Look.
Maybe we should get you new dice this weekend.
I'm telling
I
you,
need
you want
to-
this green dice?
Yep. I will take it.
You have certainly heard that voice before, but you can't quite pinpoint it.
Yeah, cool. So, by the sounds of earlier, Loris is the closest person to me.
Yes, Loris is sort of pulled back a bit to get to you, like come talk to you about things. Nefara sort of stopped and it's like, well, I thought we're going to the pub. What's going on? Wait a second. Were you being talked to back there?
Hi. So, just thought I'd let you guys know. Yes, as most of you are aware, I have been here before. I just found out an old friend, I guess, might have some information. So we got to go to the hall.
Oh, fuck. Well, we're dead. It's simple as that. We're fucking dead. Well, good one. All right, let's go. Let's go see him then. I guess it's game over for us then. She starts marching past you. And just, you can see in her face that she's just given up.
Awesome.
That's great.
My face isn't getting obliterated. 5 minutes.
Just wait.
No, I'm just getting brain fucked the whole time. I'm on my way to the hall.
Is everyone
Praying and
following?
hoping anyone follows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't take you long. You're walking down and you just see this big, it looks like a Viking hall of metal. It's just this big archway, two big wooden doors, and two what looks like better armed bandits at the front door. You guys approach and they like go to arc, like they come and approach you, and then you see their eyes flicker for a second and they just stand to attention and let you through.
That's kind of dope.
Wait, for who? You?
No. This is me talking as me. This is kind of dope.
You just walk on in.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Do I want to?
No, not at all.
The doors open. Pretty big room. Very similar to what you saw in Stave or Run. It's just like that big sort of hall-like room where, you know, it's just a big open assembly area. You're like looking around and it's just, but it's like tin and like it's like stained glass, but it's like the worst version of stained glass, as if they'd like picked out parts from like broken out churches and whatnot. You can see there's like a little war room off to the left hand side where they've got, you know, what looks like a little diagram of the city. Nothing too much else. And then you look forward. There's no table. There's no council meeting. Just one big throne. So, it's time to explain yourself. What brings you back?
Is this in my head again?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Like I said before, we are looking for two bigwigs. We're looking for, apparently he's going by J today, so Mr. J.
You can't fucking remember my voice.
Fuck me in the butthole.
You-
My pieces together.
You tried to steal from me last time you were here. And you can return and not know who the fuck you're talking to.
It's been a few years. You kind of got to give me a little bit of slack.
As you say slack, all of you watch as this figure shimmers in front and sort of looks like stepping through the throne and sort of comes to visibility. 6'5", white and black fur, huge whiskers. Yeah, very prestigious looking gowned robes, long hanging gold chain with many jewels across them. What looks very tigerous or even lion-like. You'd say more tiger, but like white fur, black lines in the fur, long blue eyes, big hands and claws, and again adorned with this giant necklace, big puffy fur coat. Walks forward. You weren't welcome back here, but yet you come. There must be more to what you want here. I am but one bigwig. Who is said bigwig number 2?
I'm having a complete mind blank on what his name was.
He puts his finger up. He's like, let me get that. And he's going to push inside your mind, and he is going to detect thoughts. So
Hot.
he just sort of like points at you. What do you want done with him?
We need to kill him.
Oh, fuck me.
Why would you need to kill him?
Honey, it's the motivation of everything.
He's going to push further now with detect thoughts.
I have to make a saving throw of some kind, I do believe. I can't remember which one.
Thoughts, you learn most of. Sense thoughts. Either way, the target knows that you're probing into his mind until you shift. As a magic action, you can try to probe deeper in the target's mind. If you probe deeper, the target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you discern the target's reasoning emotions as something that looms large in its mind, such as worry, love, or hate. On a successful save, the spell ends. So make a wisdom saving throw for me. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you, my child.
Thank you, Father. I am most likely about to sin. That is a wisdom. That is 10.
10. You feel him push further, and you can't resist it. You think that little shit was able to do those things to that big man? You're out of your you are fucking out of your mind, and you come here to square the debts in a place you are not to return to.
Yeah, not my brightest moment, I'm not gonna lie.
But I play a game here. Who is the bigger pest? You or him? I know his ideas, I know his plans. He wants this town, he wants his own crime lordy play here. It ain't going to fucking happen. But yet, he is still a pest. You've just royally fucked me off. So I ask you, who is the bigger pest? Who do I want to squash?
Sounds like he's the one you want to squash. And we can help.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Oh,
You should click the button on the computer.
I shouldn't, because that always fucks me right in the bum hole. And that,
Come run down here, come grab the green die. It's too late now, but...
Which one was it?
Persuasion.
That's an 18.
An 18.
I rolled a 19, but I got negative
Oh, God.
An 18's a good roll.
1.
So you want to help me? You steal from me, then you want to help me. Very interesting.
Is this all conversation in Yorg's head still?
No, this is out loud. I do like exterminators for pests. And if it's not by my hand, I don't start no war. I want him gone. That is for sure.
We kill him, we get out of your hair, you never have to look at me again.
But
How does that sound?
But there's no way the family would believe he came to my town and I did not rid of him. I know his father. I know the family. They wouldn't trust that for a second. However, if there was news of him fucking with their dealings, they might be justified to let me exterminate. Go to the war room. I will be back. And what you see is he grabs, now what's the component, sorry, just so it's a bit cool to see. Don't tell me what component it is. It would have been super cool if it told me. Anyway, he pulls out a component of some sort. I'm pretty sure it's like a bone of like a god or some shit. But he like sort of like pulls out his necklace. He pulls out this little bone or trinket, and he goes, "I'll meet you in the war room." And he like sort of flushed it past him. And like you see in magic, where like, you know, when people do sleight of hand and they'll like raise up the disc, and then as they bring it to the blind spot, it just disappears. He brings it across to his face, and then he just disappears in front of his.
Awesome. This day just, like, this is your literally speaking. This day just keeps getting fucking better. Off to the war room, I guess.
Excellent. He didn't tell us where the war room is.
Yeah, follow me. Do I actually probably double check this. Do I actually know where it is?
It is right next to you. You saw it when you walked in.
Kill. Follow me.
All right, I follow you into the war room.
Same.
Yeah.
On the toilet, so I'm gonna assume she does too.
Or she takes a shit.
Right there in the middle of the hall.
Shit through the hall.
You walk in. It's just a table with a few, obviously, you know, there's a few books around, nothing of too serious nature, a dagger, a few silver pieces. I look at the town. Someone just give me a perception check.
I refuse to roll my d20.
I'm on it. Oh no, you're.
Yeah, no, all good. 15.
15. So you look down at this this map, and you do get a bit of an idea of the town. So it's sort of like a D shape. So you walked in, and then like there's a big curve around that led to here, and then also a straight line that led to here. What you do notice though is at the back side of this building, it looks like it goes down to a hill, to its like to a certain dock that you weren't aware of. Yeah, you get.
So what are we doing in the war room? I just straight up ask Jay. Why did you bring us here?
Jay's not here.
Oh. Can I? So I see the map. Can I investigate it? I mean, is there much else to see other than that? There's a.
Nope.
Okay.
Just the locations of where the pub is, where the grocery store is, or the main store, and then where the trading goods store is, which is just next door to this building.
Oh, very good.
Can I investigate the book?
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Fuck. That's a 3 total.
To you, just books. Like titles like Into the Depths. Another one, history of fuck, what did I end up calling this? Usadon. History of Usadon. The gods and where they are. Like, it's just a few like historic books.
Cool.
It's about half an hour passes, and then you all feel a bit of a presence. Well, I talked to the father. Give me a moment. He sort of walks over to the map. Yes, what we will do. I will organize for Ruthuda. Yes, it will go down to the docks to pick up. What I'm going to say is cargo. He will go down there with his men, with his wolves, about 5 hours. Dad did not like that he was the murderer. Dad did not like he was stepping in on the business. Cass needs to be exterminated. So, he will go down to pick up a cargo, and he will not return. Understood?
Clear. 2 birds, 1 stone.
You go there straight away. However you want to do it. But if you die, you die. He lives. If he dies, you live. And then you never come back.
Yep. I can do that.
That is also to the rest of you. None of you belong here. He sort of scans. Looks at you, Alia. You belong, but I don't want you here.
Fair enough.
He sort of just keeps looking over you. You can tell he's just sort of reading everything about you. No hesitation. You go. You deal. You leave. I don't even want to know if you succeed. Just do and go. If he comes back, I know you failed. If he doesn't come back, I know you succeed. And I don't care. He'll be at the dock in 5 hours. You do what you need to do.
Understood.
Sounds good.
The anthem, Captain.
So if he's gonna be down there in 5 hours, do we need to leave like now, or?
How long will it take us to get to the docks from where we are now?
5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh.
huge. Okay.
So the docks are at the back, so he's basically giving you like 5 hours to make preparations.
Huge.
However you want to do them.
I'll ride to the stores.
Oh, I want to go check out the store next door and see what could be there to help.
He punches into your head a bit. This isn't the time for shopping. This is not time for my wares. We are not open to you. You are here for business and business only. My people will not sell to you.
Okay.
Just head straight
Okay,
down to the dock.
We'll get done what needs to be done and be out of your hair.
You're fucking right, you will. And he just sort of sits down on the throne, throws a leg over the side, and just gets all like lazy on it.
I'm gonna turn around and start walking out.
Amen. I'm
Yep.
following.
Yep.
I'm gonna make my way to the dock.
Well, we survived somehow, eh? I don't know how we did that. He's not a nice old chap, is he?
He's a bad cat. He's
Look at Nefera. You have underestimated us, I believe.
I
Our
don't,
methods are unorthodox, but you will soon see.
I don't know. It sounds like you signed a death wish. You're going after someone that killed Tyra. So you either go against him or you go against the one that's telling him what to do. It doesn't sound like You better have some fucking artillery if you think you're gonna take these guys down. What have you got? What can you make happen, eh? Have you got a fleet and army? Have you got guns? Have you got ships? Have you got crews? Have you got... What have you got? Where's the backup?
Got Lucky. Got Lucius.
Who the fuck is Lucius?
Amen. Yep, you're correct. We don't even know, but he's something.
What's he gonna do?
Something, hopefully.
Cannon fodder.
Well, you better get him. You better get him over here right now, because he's got to be set up and ready to, what, take a few blows.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right then. Where we got to go?
So how long does it actually take us to get to the
5 minutes. 5-minute
Pickup.
walk through the dock.
No, to the pickup spot and back? Because it was what, 3 hours from the drop off?
So it was about 3 hours there. In ship, you'd be back in an hour.
Oh, right.
So you could make
bring
it
the
to the
whole
ship,
ship
and the ship could be made to come there on time. Well, he did say there's a cargo load coming in that they're going to pick up. Would make sense for a ship to show up, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
I like the idea of it.
Let's go meet Lucky then.
Yippee!
And as you guys gear up to go see your friend Lucky, that you were enthralled with his presence and his humor and excitement, and obviously a best of friends, we're gonna end it there. Fun. All right, well, I just want to say thank you again to everyone being here for tonight's episode. It has been an absolute pleasure. We will be back here in 2 weeks for the next episode, as we are going to be changing things a little bit, because we've got a few little things that we've got to plan around. But we'll be back here in 2 weeks, where we'll pick up on the trek back to the ship with Lucius. So thank you all for being here, and again, we'll see you in 2 weeks. But otherwise, as always,